September, the year behind us, the fall in front of us. Kids are back in school. You're falling back into that routine. And before you know it, you'll be trick-or-treating with the grandkids. You'll be celebrating Thanksgiving. Christmas morning will be so great. And of course, ringing in a new year on New Year's. But you could have a problem if you have a heart issue. 1 in 3 people in this country will die of heart disease. And the crazy thing, in some of those cases, the very first symptom you'll get is sudden death. No warning at all. That's why we tell you to get over to Life Imaging FLA. Get this free heart scan. Just a few minimum requirements. It is a $699 value. I did it. My wife did it. My in-laws did it. The peace of mind is incredible. And remember, there are no dyes or injections. You stay fully clothed the entire time, and the entire scan only takes a few minutes. Simply pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250, and say the keyword free heart scan. That's all you have to do. Pound 250, say the keyword free heart scan. They will connect you in seconds. Make that call today. Take control of your long-term health care. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto-dial text message from iHeartMedia.
Kicks for Cancer with Real Radio 104.1 of the Monsters of the Morning is happening at Johnny's Other Side. Starting September 19th, it's a Friday. Drop off your gently worn, used, or new shoes. We will say thank you with a free Yingling or a Surfside Vodka iced tea or a lemonade. Then join the Kicks for Cancer happy hour on Wednesday, September the 24th at 4 o'clock. It's going to be a great time. All the monsters are going to be there. You'll get your free drink. You can grab some Real Radio swag and win big prizes with the raffle. So get you and your friends to clean out your closets and save lives. That's at Johnny's Other Side.
Mike Rowe here with another random fact. Those cracks on your walls aren't just cosmetic. They could mean your home is sinking. Whether it's drywall cracks, exterior cracks, or sticking doors or windows, do yourself a favor and call a groundworks company. I spent some time working with these guys, and they're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to stabilize your foundation. Schedule a free inspection with Alpha Foundations, a groundworks company.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Got questions after an accident? Just call Mo. Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeart radio station. Make us the #1 preset on your car radio and on the free, new, and improved iHeart Radio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good. Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. You are now listening to The Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1.
That's right, guys. Here we go on a Wednesday edition of the Jim Colbert Show. Thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate that, as we do every single day. And we do have a stacked up program for you this afternoon. We'll get you caught up on what's happening in the world. Deb will do that around 3:20 with JCS News. 4 o'clock hour, it's Animal House. Our buddy Daryl Payne will be in for a couple segments. If you have a problem dog, has behavioral issues, call. He will give you some heads up. Scott Maxwell joins us from the Orlando Sentinel. 5 o'clock hour, it's trivia. Cool stuff to give away. And we'll end it up with a special edition of Ray Trenley. And you heard it here first. Your calls, texts, and talkbacks all day long. Welcome to the show. I'm Jim. To my left, my lovely and very dangerous co-host, Ms. Deb Roberts.
Hello there.
Straight ahead producer, Jack Bradshaw.
Good afternoon.
407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Find us easily on social, Instagram, Facebook at The Jim Colbert Show. On X, it's just at Jim Colbert Show, and all day, every day at JimColbertLive.com. Check us out on YouTube. Get involved with our question of the day. And if you'd like to send a talkback, you could do that as well. Just grab the iHeartRadio app, go to Real Radio, and use that mic to send your comment over to Jack. There you go. All that in one breath.
Yeah, why are you yelling at me?
I don't know. I've had a weird day. You ever had one of those days where it, like, the instant your feet hit the floor, things are going wrong?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Dude,
those days,
Jack calls that weekly.
Right, yeah. That's called Wednesday.
I just had one of those days today, dude, where it just seemed like everything that I touched, I was just telling Deborah, like everything I touched breaks today. I'm like, I can't, nothing is working today. It's kind of wild. I know everybody has one of those weird days, but you just don't seem settled or balanced, and it just seems like everything is about a minute off.
Wow.
So that's what it's like today.
You're just out of sync.
Just out of sync. It happens to everybody, but today it got me good for some reason. We got a project going on at the house, and some things didn't come together when they were supposed to. And, of course, when you have everything lined up for timing for these things, one person is a day behind. That puts the other person a day behind, but now their schedule doesn't work because they had that day scheduled to take care of your job. They have stuff after that. So it's just kind of wild how all that happened, and it's just the nature of what we do, but, it's a pain in the ass. I even just tried to grab some tape off the tape thing, and I pulled the damn tape dispenser apart.
That kind of day.
Just one of those days. Just getting tape out of the tape dispenser. Damn thing just exploded in my hand. All right, 77031.
What else can we have him do today, Dad?
Oh, don't, please,
I
God.
don't
I'm
know.
begging you, please don't. I feel like just wrapping myself in a sleeping bag and crawling under this console today. So, it's interesting. Jack said something the other day. He goes, "You like that money stuff, don't you?" And I gave him a quote about my portfolio or whatever, something stupid. But I did find out something today that was very interesting when it comes to money, right? It has nothing to do with like investing or anything like that. But we've talked about this before. Actually, when Jack and I went to see, was it Bargatze?
Yeah.
Was it Bargatze? Who was the other comic when you tried to figure out who it was? How many? It was Nate.
Yeah.
We were there in the skybox.
Yes.
And you were trying to figure out how many.
Another flex. Here we go.
Well, we were there with Scott as a guest.
Yeah.
But you were trying to figure out how many people you thought were there.
Yeah.
Because of the setup of the arena, right? And
Yes.
you got pretty close, if I remember right, because they printed the
Oh, did they?
yeah, how many people came.
Oh, I got to check because I just took a picture of it and then uploaded to ChatGPT. I said, how many people in this picture?
Yeah.
And then it said, well, looks like you're in an indoor arena. They're using the lower and mid-tier bowl, and that typically would hold, and it gave me a number. And
Right, yeah. And that top part was kind of blacked out, so
Yes.
it kind of made it a little bit more difficult because you
Yeah.
don't get an idea of how many people that top part, that ring around the arena really kind of holds. But one of the things I found out today, because one of the other conversations we had was, so it was Nate Bargatze and 4 other comics, the MC, and then 3 guys he travels with, right?
Right.
And it was very funny. But we tried to figure out, like, how much do you think these guys make a night? Like, what do you think the cut is when it comes to
I always wonder that.
headliners? Well, there was a great piece today in Newsweek, and they went over this because comedy has gone through this really odd transformation of being a club thing in a basement club where you go in there and it's like 70 people watching you do stand up. The ceilings are just above your head. It's smoky, that whole idea of what a comedy club was. Then it moved into clubs like our Hard Rock Live out here or our Dr. Phillips Center. You're like, okay, well, these are 3,000 seat, 2,500 seat arenas.
Right.
Or venues, and like that was a big deal. Like, oh man, that's you've made it if you make it to that. Well, now it's all arenas. Like you're not even a stand-up now if you don't have an arena show, right? I mean, that's what separates the club guys from the big names. So, how much do you think the average take is per night of an arena tour for a comic like Nate Bargatze?
12,000
For an arena gig.
Yeah. So this is every night of his tour, which I think it had like 60 stops or something like that, maybe more than that.
Yeah, I'm getting like 20,000. Do you know?
Yeah, I know the answer.
Oh, woo! I'm excited because I want to know the answer.
You guys are way, way, way off.
100,000.
$250,000 to $350,000 a night.
Wow.
Is what they pull for those gigs. Those tickets are anywhere, like the tickets up front. You got to remember the tickets that we had were given to us. If we would have paid to get into that gig that night, I think the minimum ticket was $65. And anything on the floor past that first section or that third section is in the 150. And in that first section, it's $550 a pop.
The $250,000 that he generously donated to the Boys and Girls Club during the Emmys
was 55 minutes of work.
Was one night at the Kia Center.
One night. And again, these are arena tours globally. Like, this is not just Orlando. This is all over the world. That dude, they estimate he made $40 million last year just doing stand-up.
His net worth 2 years ago was $5 million.
Right now, it's probably 150. I've never seen an explosion like Bargatze. He went from being like on a no-name comedy show called Dry Bar Comedy, where it was all for clean comics, and has ushered in an entire new realm of comedy. like, from the Emmys to, safely hosting Saturday Night Live. And I think maybe TV people are a little happy that they have like another guy, like a Ray Romano guy, they can latch their trailer onto.
And I think he's trying to generate television. He wants to produce television shows for television.
That's what he wants to do.
Yeah, like series for television, like, old.
He said
I don't want to say old-time stuff, but like we used to watch.
Like Andy Griffith, stuff like that. Yeah. Very safe kind of family fun kind of stuff.
I mean, for that matter, Everyone Loves Ray, which is just funny stuff, situational comedy.
Yeah, and I remember he made a comment about after the Big Dumb Eyes tour, which is the one he's on now,
right?
That he was basically going to stop doing stand-up, stop writing stand-up, and just move into production for TVs and movies. I think kind of like a Sandler thing, but just add TV to that,
Yeah.
Pretty crazy, though.
He gets to call his own shots.
Woo!
How did you find out how much he made?
It was a Newsweek. Tom Segura is making like $250K. I mean, Segura is one of the guys I think who kind of blew the lid off of it on accident of how much they were making, because he said a great salary each night is the lead he made, and then people started kind of digging around, and that's how they found out.
So last time Segura was here, he played the Kia Center. Tomorrow night, he's at the Peabody.
Right, Daytona.
Yeah.
And I think what's that? 2,500 seats, maybe a little bit more than that. I can't
quite
remember.
The Kia Center.
Yeah, definitely not that. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Suds, Pups, and Pints is coming up in a couple weekends, and man, the silent auction is turning up, dude. It seems like every single day some stuff is coming in here, and it's going to be a great event, man. What an event.
I hate to tell you this.
Okay, don't.
It's actually not a couple of weekends. It's actually it is.
Yeah, it's a couple weekends. Yeah.
Oh, I've got one more weekend.
Yeah. You got an entire week.
Oh my God! Did you think it was this weekend?
Yeah, no. You got an entire week, kid. You're good.
Ooh, all right. Oh, yeah.
And it's so funny.
But since someone's not going to be here next week, I think Deb wrote off that week of being able to do extra work. Right. And that's why I was thinking this was her last week to get stuff done.
Yeah.
Are you still accepting stuff for the silent auction? Or
oh, yeah,
because
absolutely.
I know that you've had a bit of a run here with people kind of. I mean, that one thing that plumber gave us was crazy.
It's been a great run, and I want to start it off by thanking the Froggers location, Froggers Grill and Bar in Mount Dora. They gave us a $100 gift.
That's awesome.
Card, which is awesome right there. Also want to let everyone know that Earl's Bakehouse is going to be out there this year. Macy Hicks, who just moved here from Denver, Colorado, Piglet's Pantry isn't going to be able to be there, but we're going to have dog goods baked by Earl's Bakehouse. But yeah, you were talking about the 40 to 50 gallon water tank installation, all permits. Yeah, just a little over $1,800 value.
Dude, how about that? Yeah. That's crazy, dude.
Isn't that?
Yeah, it's nuts.
So, and what's that for?
That's for
a
silent. Yeah, it's a silent auction item.
Yeah, it's basically a brand new water heater for your house with all the permits and everything pulled, fully installed, ready to go. How about that? $1,800 value.
Man, whether you have a dog or not, if you need a water heater.
Seriously.
Right, exactly right.
Pups and Pints. Damn.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, from premier plumbing experts.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, 40 or 50 gallon electric water heater and installation. All permits that are required will be included in the service. Then we also got something from Joyce Adams, who owns Affordable Wedding Flowers. She's going to give away a full wedding package.
Wow, that's incredible.
Wow.
Yeah, so if
Those
you've
are cheap.
got some big ticket items that you need in your home or that are coming up in your life and you'd like to save some money, definitely come out to the silent auction at Suds, Pups, and Pints.
Yeah, we have everything from golf, whiskey, cigars, water heaters, gift cards. I mean, everything in between.
Resort stays.
And still not stopping there. I mean, if you have something that you would like to enter into our silent auction at Suds, Pups, and Pints, it's Deb at realradio.fm. That's Deb at realradio.fm.
Yeah, if you go to our website, the link to Deb's email is there with all the information about the event, realradio.fm/dogwash.
And my wife, we're talking about this last night. She goes, well, how much is the event? And because she didn't remember that it was a free event, I was like, it's a totally free event. And she was like, are you kidding? She goes, that thing we went last year with all the dogs was free. Like, nobody had to pay to get in. I'm like, nobody has to pay to get in.
No.
You literally just walk up there with your family and your dog and start kind of enjoying the day. It's kind of laid out exactly like that. And you're not going to miss college football because they're going to have that thing set up.
Yep. Thanks to Guinness, we're going to have the dad pad with tents and tables. You're going to be able to get all of your Guinness beer products at the bar with Pisces Rising, including your Hair of the Dog, Capri Sun, adult size Capri Sun
nice.
Alcoholic drink. We're going to have a food food truck there. We're going to have a smoothie truck there. And we don't charge because it's a fundraiser. We're trying to raise money for the Humane Society of Lake County. And so if we charge, that cuts into the money that they can make. They'll have T-shirts for sale with the new logo for the third year. They'll also have some other swag as well.
Very nice. Bring those in. Get us some T-shirts.
I'll bring
you got
those.
A connection?
I've got a connection. I'll bring those in tomorrow.
Nice. Oh, I just had some bad news about this event, and I didn't realize it was bad news to this very moment.
What?
My wife has a gig earlier in the day, so she goes, but she's done at 3. She goes, I'll meet you there. That means I have to drive there. That means I can't have one of these adult Capri Suns.
Oh, Jack, come on.
No, listen, dude.
Come on.
Some of us don't drink and drive, Jimmy.
We enjoy our smoked old fashioned at Pisces Rising when the event is over. Yeah, they do.
Oh, they do make a good one.
We'll figure something out, Jack.
We do have
for driving.
I agree.
Remember, that's Deb at realradio.fm. And of course, that is the 27th of September, downtown Mount Dora, starting around.
It's at 3:00.
That's right.
And please come to our event.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome, man. I've got a cool, I say cool, I've got another scam to tell you guys about. And this one is really, you could see a lot of people falling for this because it's really kind of brilliantly crafted. I'll tell you about that a little bit. Things are changing in the military. The Sphere has had record numbers with Wizard of Oz. I got a question for you a little bit later as well. And another iconic American brand is filing bankruptcy, and it is a kick in the ass.
Damn.
I'll tell you all about that coming up as well. Deb, what do you got for news?
Well, we're going to talk about the Federal Reserve making a decision on interest rates. Tropical Storm Gabrielle has formed, and what a developer plans to put on the roof of a parking garage. It's an odd one. We'll talk about that and more next, coming up next during JCS News.
You got it. All right, let's take a little break. We'll come back and get Deb's news and do more of the Jim Colbert Show.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
What's going on? I hope your drive right now is a smooth one, and it should be on the major highways and roads of Orlando. Looks like no major incident in your way. Of course, your usual delay, I-4 eastbound, approaching both World Drive and State Road at 535, but westbound is clear. East and westbound of the 408 as well. North and southbound lanes of the Turnpike, as well as the Greenway and 429 toll. If you have any incident to report, call our Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line number 866-676-8477. I'm Brian Black with your report.
This report is sponsored by Duke's Mayo. Duke's, it's got twang.
This is the Duke's country song. It's a song about good mayo. Duke's Mayo. It'll make any dish sing. Get Duke's Mayo in store. It's got twang.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here, my friends over at the Nickley Group. Man, these are unique and interesting time for buyers. Lower interest rates in the last 10 months, and they're dropping as well. Plus, more inventory than pre-COVID. That means buyers get more choices. With lower rates, that means they have more buying power. No better team to have on your side than the Nickley Group. These guys on average get about 6% more for their listings, and they sell those homes twice as fast. So your home isn't lingering on the market for months. You get that money and move on to that next stage of your life. They even have a VIP program that's pretty cool as well. How about this? Free appraisals, free home warranties, free moving trucks and supplies, and access to properties that haven't been listed yet. That's so important. That way you can't get outbid. You get in there and get that property of your dreams. They even have a no cash or a guaranteed cash offer. That means if you don't want to deal with any of this stuff with the real estate business, you simply call these guys, get that cash offer, no showings or open houses, and that deal can close in just 14 days. When you're buying or selling a house in Central Florida, get the best team on your side. It's the Nickley Group. That's the NickleyGroup.com, NICKLEY Group.com.
Core Flooring Center in Winter Park is the go-to destination for flooring. Visit coreflooringfl.com.
The ultimate celebration of music.
Our 2025 iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One,
is happening this Friday and Saturday.
Live in Las Vegas at T-Mobile Arena. 16 artists, 2 nights, 1 stage.
Streaming live only on Hulu.
And listen live on the free iHeartRadio app.
This Friday and Saturday night, starting at 10:30.
Capital One is the proud presenting partner of iHeartRadio Music Festival, bringing great products, rewards, and services to its customers. What's in your wallet?
quitting tobacco isn't easy. The good news is, Tobacco-Free Florida is here to help you quit your way. When you call Tobacco-Free Florida's phone quit service, you'll receive one-on-one sessions with a coach who can help you on your quit journey. You may also qualify for free nicotine replacement therapy like patches, gum, or lozenges. Whatever your reason to quit is, Tobacco-Free Florida can help you get started. Call 1-877-YOU-CAN-NOW.
For over 35 years, the Filatowski Eye Institute has been a name in Central Florida that you can certainly count on. If you've been thinking about LASIK or cataract surgery, now is the time to make the call. With 24-month interest-free financing, you don't have to wait to experience life with clear vision. Schedule your consultation today at 407-333-5111 or go online to filatowskieye.com. The Filatowski Eye Institute. Trusted, local, life-changing.
Overheard at the Hard Rock Bet Party.
How'd you get your money so quick?
Hard Rock Bet's got lightning fast withdrawals.
Almost as fast as Dale Jr. valeting cars at this party.
Man, he's fast.
Hard Rock Bet's fast withdrawals have given me new motivation. Tips are appreciated.
Hard Rock Bet Sportsbook. Roll with us. New players bet $5, get $150 in bonus bets if you win. Payable in bonus bets, not a cash offer. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 and up and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Are you 62 or older and wondering if a reverse mortgage can help you access the equity in your home? It's so easy to get a free reverse mortgage quote with that mortgage guy, Don. Just fill out the online questionnaire at thatmortgageguyDon.com, or you can make an office appointment to meet in person at 1401 Town Plaza Court, Winter Springs, Florida. Happy Home Mortgage. NMLS ID 2418348.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Men, trouble in the bedroom? Not anymore. Premier Men's Medical Center restores your sex life in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate erectile dysfunction and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Premier Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Premier Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. You'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients get their testosterone checked free. Call 407-337-5569. 407-337-5569. To restore your sex life in just one visit, call now. 407-337-5569.
Hey guys, it's Angel from the Monsters. You know I love cooking on my Big Green Egg. And every time I get asked why, I tell you it's because it's an awesome experience, it's impressive, and everything comes out great on the Big Green Egg. If you don't have one, you got to go visit my friends at Watsy's Meat Market and get yourself a Big Green Egg. They have the lowest prices in the country. They also have all the accessories. They even have a classroom set up where they'll teach you the basic to advanced techniques on the Big Green Egg. Follow them on their social medias. Also, check out the website, WassysMeatMarket.com in Melbourne on Wickham Road. It's Wassy's Meat Market.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Here's the tale of the daily med fill. Same old pharmacy, same old bill, but those prices kept rising higher still.
Till the savings wrangler rode in, cool as can be. Tap Good RX, saving massively.
No plan? Don't matter none. Up to 80% off. The deals are done.
Discounts hitting harder than Ma's chili. Dang. That one little app does all the rest.
Save time and money on prescriptions.
Check Good RX. Good RX is not insurance.
The NFL is off to a wild start.
Touchdown pass number 508 for Aaron Rodgers.
And the new season lives on iHeartRadio.
Touchdown Denver!
Local stations bring you the action live.
Touchdown Chargers!
Plus, fantasy advice and expert analysis with the official NFL Podcast Network.
Everything you love about football is on the iHeartRadio app.
That's a jet touchdown!
Just search NFL to dive in.
Reese Impact windows are guaranteed for life and transferable when you sell. ReeseWindows.com.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show.
Good after morning, Colbert Carew. All right, Jimmy, so I'm getting pretty excited. We got our bet coming up this weekend. Bucks versus Jets in Tampa. I'm getting a little nervous about it, though, because the Jets aren't looking so hot. But, if I have to pay you off some $10, hey, I can see you out at Suds, Pups, and Pints. Oh, wait, no, I can't.
Wait a minute.
Because Jimmy decided he's going to go on a cruise rather than go to a charitable event held by his own show. Big T out.
Here's an added bonus for the Suds, Pups, and Pints. You get to meet the one, the only Teabag.
Oh, man. It's happening, guys.
Others, but I'm the one that's good.
It's happening. All right, 77031. That's how you text us. If you'd like to leave a talk back as well, you can do it. Grab the iHeartRadio app, go to Real Radio, and use that mic to send your comment to Jack.
No chance you remember that you bet Big T.
Yeah.
You
$10
about the Bucks and the Jets.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably going to come out to see us at Sunset Walk, so I'll just collect my money then. I'll get somebody to give him a boost up so I can get it from him.
Could be a trap game for the Bucks.
Could be, I guess.
By the way, real quick before I know we got news, but we have a pair of lower bowl tickets. It's the home opener for the Bucks versus the Jets. They're doing their throwback, so it's creamsicle colors. Lower bowl tickets. Real Radio's Instagram today only. The deadline is midnight if you want to enter.
Oh, that's wild. 2-0 on the road to start the season. Yeah, Jets got a chance for sure. Welcome back. I'm Jim. There's Jack. Deb has your news.
Called a trap game.
It's time for JCS News.
Wow, has this guy got to put his name on everything?
It's in my contract, dude.
Here's the news on the Jim Colbert Show.
And JCS News is brought to you by that mortgage guy, Don. All right, the Federal Reserve is cutting interest rates for the first time in 9 months. Woo-hoo. Chair Jerome Powell made the announcement.
In support of our goals and in light of the shift in the balance of risks, today the Federal Open Market Committee decided to lower our policy interest rate by 0.25 percentage point.
It comes as President Trump has called for the central bank to lower rates for months. Stocks are mixed after the announcement, with the Dow being up over 500 points, while the S&P 500 was little changed and the NASDAQ was down slightly. A majority of policymakers said they want 2 more rate cuts this year. What a difference a day makes. Tropical depression Gabrielle is now being tracked in the central Atlantic with top sustained winds of 45 miles an hour. Gabrielle not expected to pose a threat to the U.S. That's the good news. Just going to curve out to the sea.
Yeah.
Bermuda may have to pay attention.
Yeah.
But the storm does put an end to a 3-week dry spell in the middle of what should be the peak hurricane season. Love it.
Expecting some more bad surf for the East Coast, though. The Carolinas lost another one of their stilt houses. Which, that's 2 now this season and hasn't even been a direct hit yet.
Meanwhile, a tropical wave near the Cabo Verde Islands is producing heavy rain, though chances of development remain low. A large amount of forensic evidence was introduced by the prosecution yesterday in the federal trial of Ryan Ruth. An FBI ballistics expert testified that metal plates found at Trump International Golf Course in West Palm Beach a year ago were, quote, extremely bullet resistant, end quote, and what another witness calls strong DNA matches linking Ruth to the evidence was shown to jurors. Meanwhile, the DOJ released the audio of the Secret Service agent's radio transmission.
All units be advised, it looked like an AK-47 style assault rifle pointed through the fence onto the golf course. Individual has not gained entry to the golf course. He's on the exterior of the compound.
Now, that call made when the agent says he spotted Ruth pointing a rifle his way. So the agent fired at Ruth, who got away but then was caught along I-95 soon after. The defendant, once again, is acting as his own attorney and wisely has removed his son from the witness list, saying that, quote, calling Orrin Ruth to the stand would be, quote, a major inconvenience to the court, end quote. I think that's you. The son is in federal prison on a child porn conviction.
Oh, it's
great.
What a fam.
Yeah, exactly, right?
What a fam.
Oh, wow. That's a great character witness.
Yeah.
All right, Rick Scott wants America to honor the man he calls a magnetic leader and an inspiration to many. Senator Scott introduced a resolution yesterday to hold a national day of remembrance for Charlie Kirk. It would be held October 14th. That would have been Kirk's 32nd birthday. Scott says the death of the conservative podcaster is devastating, and he considers Kirk a friend who worked to make our nation a better place. Florida Republican Congressman Jimmy Patronis is leading a companion resolution in the House.
Yeah, I don't know about a national day. That's a bit much, I believe. I mean, I can't believe that wasn't put forward with Rush Limbaugh, who had a much bigger footprint in that space than Charlie Kirk ever had. That's the thing that kills me the most about this whole thing. It seems very reactionary, considering other conservative commentators who have made a much bigger splash and paved more roads for Charlie to go down. Nobody said anything about a Rush Limbaugh National Day.
Well,
I find that kind of odd.
Well, in the meantime, Charlie Kirk will be honored in Tampa Bay. New College of Florida announced it's going to commission a statue of the conservative podcast host. NCF officials say it'll honor Kirk's legacy and incredible work. They say it'll stand on the Sarasota campus as a commitment to defend and fight for free speech and civil discourse. The statue will be privately funded by community leaders, and the location will be announced in the coming months. Another memorial news, folks in Volusia County are paying their respects to a local police officer who was tragically murdered. Authorities say Edgewater police officer David Jewell was shot 24 times by a clerk at a Circle K on Monday. He was off duty, out of uniform at the time. You guys, literally, he was going into that Circle K to buy a hot dog. That's all he was going into that Circle K for, was to buy a hot dog.
Read this entire story today. It is unbelievable.
It really is.
This guy bought this gun for the sole purpose of killing this cop. Matter of fact, he talked about it a week in advance. He shot him from 1.5 feet away 24 times.
As he was leaving the store, shot him in the back of the head, execution
24 times. Why he reloaded and stood over this guy and shot him. And he knew he was going to do it. He dreamed about it, he said.
And he'd bought the weapon like 2 hours before. Dozens of people gathered at a growing memorial outside the Edgewater Police Department last night. Meanwhile, some local business owners are going to meet Friday to plan a memorial ride for Jewell. Also, the Edgewater Police Department has started a GoFundMe for Jewell's wife, father-in-law, and his son. More than 200 people have already donated over $32,000. So that's so little of a silver lining, considering,
Yeah.
So infuriating. All right, a former South Florida police chief is talking about safety now that permitted gun owners can brandish many types of weapons in public.
I hate this idea that you're at a strip mall and somebody pulls up and grabs a long gun out of the trunk of their car. You know, they're going to walk into the hardware store or something, and you don't know. You know, is this someone who's reached their breaking point?
Because you don't know.
How are you supposed to know that? How are you supposed to know that anybody walking around with a weapon is not there to do damage? Are you just supposed to walk around with your weapon loaded, ready to go, and draw down every minute when you see somebody walking around with a long gun?
Well, that was his point.
Yeah, I know that's exactly his point, but he makes a perfectly good point. Like, how do you even know?
Well, former Miami Police Chief George Kalina says open carry can cause confusion at a crime scene, right? Because multiple weapons are visible.
Yeah, add that to the list.
Law enforcement doesn't know who the good guy and the bad guys are. He says this can lead to a justified shooting of an innocent gun owner by a cop or a bystander who feels threatened. Kalina adds that because of a loophole in the law, it may be possible to legally openly carry a long gun into a gun-free zone like a school or a courthouse. All right. 6 alleged members of a statewide organized crime ring are charged in what's being called a massive theft and identity fraud scheme. Attorney General James Uthmeyer announced the arrest at a news conference in Tampa. He says the group, tied to the Felony Lane Gang, is accused of committing over 200 smash-and-grab burglaries across 5 counties, stealing wallets, IDs, checkbooks. So as you can imagine, when I said checkbooks, you can imagine plenty of the victims include 55 senior citizens with losses totaling more than $385,000. Investigators say the suspects often targeted vehicles parked at gyms, parks, other public spaces, broad daylight, looking for women who specifically have left their purses or their pocketbooks in the front seat. And then they smash the window, grab the bag, and leave.
Is there increased sentencing for white-collar crimes against the elderly elderly like there are with physical crimes against the elderly? Is that increased because of their inability to understand what's kind of happening around them? Maybe technologies beyond them or whatever. Is that increased? Do we know that?
I thought it was only for a
physical. Yeah,
physical.
That's what I thought as well.
That'd be an interesting law.
Yeah, it would, wouldn't it?
It would.
Well, Florida is scheduled to carry out its record 12th execution of the year later today. David Pittman will be put to death for the murders of his ex-wife and her parents in 1990 in Polk County. Pittman is set to die by lethal injection at 6 p.m. at Florida State Prison. That's up in Bradford County. Recent appeals were rejected by both the Florida Supreme Court and U.S. Supreme Court. Yeah. Governor Ron DeSantis is marking Constitution Day by unveiling a statue of Benjamin Franklin in Franklin County.
Hey! Look at that.
As part of the state's celebration of America's 250th birthday, but that's not the only statue.
In the hopper, Alexander Hamilton in Hamilton County. We are going to have James Madison in Madison County, and we're even going to go down to the Florida Keys to airmail in a James Monroe statue.
Airmail in. That's pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
The statue unveiling celebrates the signing of the U.S. Constitution back in 1787.
Oh, can't wait till they get to Seminole County.
And Osceola. SpaceX will attempt...
Polk. You got Polk, you got a president.
There you go. Yeah, we've got several presidents
Jackson,
here.
Washington counties up in the north.
President Lake.
Yeah.
Lake County.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah.
No?
Nope.
President Orange?
Okay.
SpaceX will attempt an early morning launch from Cape Canaveral. Another batch of Starlink satellites will launch from the Falcon 9 rocket. It'll take off at 5:30 a.m. tomorrow morning. The satellites will then be sent into low Earth orbit. This marks the 7th flight for the first stage booster. My nemesis, pickleball.
Why do you hate it so much?
Continues to grow in Orange County.
She got an award.
You were so adorable playing it in your little pink hot shorts and your knee socks. It was...
That was Ross.
Oh,
yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Took the words right out of my mouth. Sweet Jesus. You remember his legs, don't you? Those milky, milky white legs. His pull-up knee socks.
Are you sure that wasn't you? Didn't you have on shorts and knee socks as well?
Jimmy, I had yoga pants on, black yoga pants. Ross was there either in purple shorts or hot pink.
I need new glasses.
No, you need to sit down and have a come to Jesus meeting with yourself. He'll be in tomorrow if you want to work it out.
Okay, very nice.
Okay. The Ocoee City Commission yesterday approved plans to build a pickleball complex on Jacob Nathan Boulevard. It'll include 25 indoor courts and an outdoor court with bleachers.
Right, yeah.
Organizers hope to attract professional tournaments. There's been more to the complex besides pickleball, though. It'll also include restaurants, bars, and other entertainment options. The developer tells GrowthSpotter.com the facility could open by fall 2027.
And man, if you ever wanted to take a great day that you were having and ruin it, walk into a place where there's 25 pickleball courts going at once.
Oh, the noise?
Oh, my God almighty. It'd be like living inside a bingo machine.
Oh, no, thank you. All right, a new neighbor could be coming to Miami-Dade County's Billionaires Row.
God, those things are so gross down there now. $65 million. I think that's low.
$50 million.
$170 million.
For a house?
Yeah.
The 17,000 square foot home overlooks Biscayne Bay. It's the largest waterfront estate in Miami Beach. It has 9 bedrooms, 15 bathrooms, an 8-car garage, and a boat slip big enough for a large yacht. The home was built in 1936, and it was sold earlier this year for $105 million. Not a
Plus
bad.
The property down there is ridiculous. As you kind of watch real estate trends across the U.S., it's there. New York obviously is very, very big, but man, it's some of the most expensive property in America is down there in Jupiter and Boca and that area there. Some of the
Island.
Some of the most valuable property on planet Earth is right there.
Okay, so what do you think the strangest thing is a developer could put on the roof of a parking garage? Really make it stand out.
And I have to tell you, I have some input here, and Jack maybe knows about this.
Oh, you know the story?
I don't. No,
okay.
I don't. But I know this. There's a place in New York City, and it's called the Hidden Acre. Have you heard of it, Jack?
Hidden Acre.
The Hidden Acre. Apparently, it's one of the least visited little spaces in New York that very few people know about, but it's the top of a parking garage, and they've grown grass up there, and they have a little park, and they say hardly anybody goes there.
Oh, cool.
I actually went to Google Earth and found it, the Hidden Acre, and it is very, very cool. So, like, I would think maybe a park or maybe a garden or something like that.
All right, Jack.
Swimming pool.
No. How about a dinosaur?
What?
A dinosaur. A real dinosaur. At least the skeleton of one.
An actual skeleton or a replica?
A parking garage coming to St. Petersburg is going to include a unique feature. Ellison Development announced Monday it plans to put a dinosaur skeleton on the roof of the garage on Central Ave. The skeleton will be in a rooftop garden included in a mixed-use project called The Central. Now, the Gorgosaurus skeleton is 76 million years old. It's from the private collection of Ellison Development co-founder Sid Pagadapati.
Oh, good job there, by the way.
Thank you.
So they're putting the actual skeleton up there?
The actual dinosaur skeleton that the Sid guy must have bid on. It's a 76 million year old dinosaur skeleton they're going to be putting up on the parking garage in St. Pete.
That is wild.
In this garden called the Central. He tells stpeterising.com this will provide the city with an outdoor experience unlike anything else in the world.
You bet that.
Yeah, exactly. I see your garden and I see your swimming pool and I raise it a dinosaur.
An actual dinosaur.
An actual dinosaur. Yeah, that's what you want to see get beaten down by some, Florida's sun, wind and rain.
That thing will be graffitied by day 4.
Exactly.
Rainbow ribs. Here it comes.
And that concludes your JCS News.
Yeah. All right, 407-916-1041. Text 77031. Our buddy Daryl Payne in for a primer segment for Animal House. We'll do that next.
Classic Alternative this weekend on Real Radio 104.1. Real Music Weekends, a classic alternative.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Happy Wednesday, Central Florida. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your forecast. And for today, we are going to be expecting slightly higher chances of scattered afternoon showers and thunderstorms. We'll be expecting some heavy rain and lightning associated with these. Plan for around a 50% chance of rain, again, mainly during the afternoon and evening hours. Temperatures, as a result, won't be quite as hot as normal. We'll still make it, though, to right around the upper 80s for highs this afternoon. We'll slowly but surely see that humidity increase along with our temperatures and rain chances as we head to the weekend. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Duke's Mayo. Duke's, it's got twang.
This is the Duke's country song. It's a song about good mayo. Duke's Mayo. It'll make any dish sing. Get Duke's Mayo in store. It's got twang.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here. Hurricane season is here. Are you ready? Natural gas does more when storms hit. It's one of the most reliable energy sources even when the power's out. Keep the hot water flowing and the meals coming with natural gas appliances like a tank water heater, indoor range, or outdoor cooking appliance. Plus, Florida Public Utilities is offering nearly $1,000 in rebates for qualifying natural gas appliances. Make it part of your storm plan today. Visit naturalgasdoesmore.com/stormprep.
It's the final days of the summer sales event at Greenway Kia. Every new Kia is discounted thousands off MSRP, and 0% financing is available. With 3 locations and one of the area's largest inventories, we deliver the selection and savings other dealers can't match. Our friendly, non-commissioned sales team is here to guide you, never pressure you. Stop by one of our 3 area locations or visit greenwaykias.com. I'm Joe Rossi, and I want to see you in a Greenway Kia.
Example stock number TG007443. Negative equity refinanced expires 10/7/25.
Look, your body's unique, so why settle for a one-size-fits-all wellness plan? That's where Viome comes in. Viome uses advanced science to analyze your gut biome with a simple at-home test, so you know exactly what foods and supplements are right for you, all based on real data from your own body. And you know what? That's science you can trust. Go to Viome.com now and use promo code THRIVE to save $50 on your full body intelligence test. That's Viome.com, promo code THRIVE to save $50.
Can you trust your home flooring needs to a 17-year-old kid that was in the paint department yesterday?
No!
Deal directly with Corey, the owner at Core Flooring. He'll beat anyone's price guaranteed. Core Flooring in Winter Park. Online at coreflooringfl.com.
When it comes to the great debate over French fries, for me, nothing tops the classic shoestring. Thin, salty, and if you've been around long enough, you know, originally cooked in beef tallow. Steak and Shake is going back to those roots. No preservatives, chemicals, or additives, just 100% beef tallow. This is authentic, old-fashioned cooking, creating the best French fry. Crispy on the outside and potato on the inside. If you haven't tried Steak and Shake fries, get on over to Steak and Shake and try them today. Beef tallow fries only at Steak and Shake. You'll love it too much.
Is it a cold, allergies, or could it be a sinus issue? Aspire Allergy and Sinus can help you find out. A recent study has shown that 45% of patients who suffer from allergies also suffer from chronic sinus issues that are often left untreated. So ditch those nasal sprays and over-the-counter meds for good and find a solution that actually works at Aspire Allergy and Sinus. Go to aspireallergy.com to schedule your appointment. That's aspireallergy.com.
I'm Mark Anajar. I'm Glenn Levine. I'm Ellie Anajar. Together, we're Anajar and Levine. If you've been hurt in a car crash, we'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call Anajar and Levine for your free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. In Office Orlando.
Looking for a new adventure? Then head to your local McDonald's for the new Epic Universe Mix, a mix of frozen Fanta Blue Raspberry and frozen Sprite Lemonade. Purchase a large Epic Universe Mix and you could win tickets to the new Universal Epic Universe theme park at Universal Orlando Resort. Drink in the wonders of an awesome new chill for a limited time at McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. At participating McDonald's, no purchase necessary. Visit promotion.coke.com/Epic Universe giveaway for official rules. Fanta and Sprite Lemonade are registered trademarks of the Coca-Cola Company.
Back to school got you tight on cash? McDonald's under $4 McValue menu comes through. Pick from your favorites like a rich caramel frappe or chocolatey mocha frappe. All small frappes are just $3.50. Or grab the iconic snack wrap for just $2.99. That's right, the snack wraps you love are back. Can we take a moment to celebrate the McDonald's under $4 McValue menu? There's something for every appetite, every vibe, and every kind of day. Mickey D's comes through. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
America's #1 app for radio is iHeart. Live radio, trusted DJs, breaking news, live play-by-play, plus the station you're listening to right now, anytime, anywhere. Join the millions who already have it. Open the free iHeart Radio app today. The #1 app for radio.
There's nothing like when you get that part from eBay and it just fits. Yeah, the first time. So you can do less of this and get right back to more of this. At eBay, you'll find all the parts you need, guaranteed to fit, at prices you'll love. Sounds good, doesn't it? eBay, things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Here's the tale of the daily Medfield. Same old pharmacy, same old bill, but those prices kept rising higher still.
Till the savings wrangler rode in, cool as can be. Tap Good RX, saving massively.
No plan? Don't matter none. Up to 80% off. The deals are done.
Discounts hitting harder than Ma's chili. Dang, that one little app does all the rest.
Save time and money on prescriptions.
Check Good RX. Good RX is not insurance.
Comes with moving pictures. The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube. Subscribe and watch.
So I just heard T-Bag is going to be at Suds, Pups, and Pints. Does that mean he's going to be washing dogs in replacement of Jimmy for it?
He said he would.
No, we're going to wash T-Bag.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and you can donate if you want to wash T-Bag.
Yeah. Don't get his belly. Pick somewhere else.
Oh, that's his favorite spot.
All right, 77031. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here as well.
Yeah.
We'll do Animals around 4 o'clock. We always invite this gentleman in a segment early to kind of talk about what's going on and prime the pumps for the phone calls. You guys give it good and loud for Daryl Payne from Paw Fiction Dog Training.
Yay! Hey, who will be at Suds, Pups, and Pints.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And one of our more favorite features, because he, along with his team at Pawfection Dog Training, bring like, what, 40 to 50 therapy dogs?
We've got 40 signed up at the moment.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, that is so cool.
That was one of the most popular places last year as people were coming over, because all the dogs are so docile. They're so awesome. It's just basically like a petting zoo over there, right? Where you just pick your size that you like or your style and just kind of pet away.
And then Daryl and his crew walk around, let the dogs get their exposure for the therapy classes that they're in.
We got a ton of them coming over. They're looking forward to it.
Oh, that's really cool. Thank you. I appreciate that.
And of course, if you have a question about your dog's behavior, whether your dog humps, eats its poop, runs from the cat, now all of a sudden out of nowhere won't drink water, I mean, anything like that. If you
Sounds
have a question,
like a teenager.
It's 407-916-1041. The top of the hour, 4 o'clock. We'll start taking those questions from Daryl. So again, it could be anything. I don't know that there's a question you haven't yet.
No, not so far.
Yeah.
Well, not about dogs anyway.
What is the most bizarre question, though, that you've ever received about a dog's behavior?
Oh, gosh.
Because, I mean,
the humping thing is one of the biggest things. The humping and jumping up and down on people, it just like boundaries, I think would be a good word, right? Just boundaries.
Well, most of it, to be honest with you, most of it is sort of kind of bread and butter stuff. I've had some strange requests on the training side of things. I had one couple who asked me to teach their dog to smile for the camera, which was tough.
Have you ever had an owner try to get you to not like one of the other spouse?
Oh, to be honest with you, when I go to someone's house, it ends up with half dog training, half marriage counselling.
Really?
Because I guess halfway, because we always do like a presentation first, which we've developed over the last 25 years, and it explains everything about the dog, why it's behaving the way it's behaving, and we talk about everything to educate the human first.
Right.
And of course, halfway through that, when we're talking about things that might have gone wrong along the way, it's always the looks, first of all, is like, yeah, you do that. And they say, well, you do that. Well, I don't do that. And then it ends up in an argument. So we go to 10 minutes marriage counseling and then back to the dog training.
We know Huskies are very vocal dogs, and it's almost like they use their voice to form kind of words or feelings. Do you find that different breeds of dogs do that? Like, we have just now noticed, I say just now noticed, but started really paying attention. Our dog has like 3 different barks. Our dog has like 3 or 4 different whines. Makes it sound like when we get home, very excited, kind of a whimpery whine. Yeah. And then there's when the dog wants something, it'll make this kind of weird whimpering as it kind of paws at you a little bit.
Yeah, they do it. They have different barks for different things.
Yeah.
I could tell when I was working my police German Shepherd, if I put him into a building, I could tell from the bark whether somebody was hiding in a cupboard out of sight or whether someone was in the open.
Really?
Just by the bark itself.
Right.
So, they do have different barks for different things. They have little yippy, play with me barks, and then they have big, scary barks. But yeah, some dogs are more vocal. Certainly Huskies are very vocal. I went to 2 just yesterday, actually.
Yeah.
And they are very vocal.
Yeah, I mean,
cats are like that too.
Yeah, they are for sure. But do you teach owners how to kind of translate what that dog is trying to say by that bark? I mean, for people who may not understand, maybe
we teach them everything.
Yeah.
We go through absolutely everything. We talk about food because people are getting ripped off for food by big veterinary corporations. We talk about leadership, so the correction of bad behavior, because we don't use anything physical and painful.
Right, yeah. Just setting the alpha in the house kind of thing.
Yeah, and that leadership's important for the overall picture. And then we talk about entertainment. Half the reason dogs are misbehaving is because they're bored.
Yeah.
So if you sort of correct that kind of thing and give them something to do, a lot of the time you'd have to correct them. You don't have to anymore because they're not doing the bad things anymore. So, that's why we train the humans first. And that's why we go to people's homes.
And that's breed specific too, right? Because, I mean, some breeds won't require as much exercise as another breed. Smaller dogs operate differently. And I think that's important info, is it not?
Yeah. I went to a German Shepherd this morning that's he's on 60% protein, which gives him a huge amount of energy. And he's already an energetic dog. I'll go to an English bulldog that really, probably goes out once a year, and that's too much.
Same with the St. Bernard, right?
And he's pissed, yeah. Or Mastiffs, right?
Yeah, big dogs you think need a lot of exercise.
Yeah, we work out the what's going on in the house, the dynamics of the house.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why we go to the house, because we need to see the dog in its environment. That's why we don't take dogs in to train them out of the owner's sight, because you don't want the dog trained out of your sight. and B, it's a stressful environment away from the dog's home, especially if they're in cages and stuff like that. So, you have to see the dog with the owners because that changes everything. A dog with me is going to act differently to a dog with the owner.
Right.
It's like kids. Kids won't listen to their parents. And often a lot of people have their kids, sort of the older kids, come and listen in because they want me to tell the children.
Right, yeah.
Because the kids will listen to me. They won't listen to the parents.
Yeah, well, I trained both ways, right? So my very first golden retriever I had trained privately at home. This is many, many moons ago. German Shepherd, I figured, needed to be socialized more and ended up taking her to puppy classes. Worst decision that we could have made at the time, because having the trainer see you in the home with the behavior in the home is what you're trying to fix.
Right.
So when you take them out of the home and take them to a class somewhere without that other one-on-one training in the home, it just makes it that much more difficult.
When it comes to behavior, absolutely. I mean, as far as puppies go, socialization is important. So we get them to come over on a Saturday to do the socialization, playing with the other pups. But we are careful to tell people, listen, coming to the group training, it's fun, it's great for socialization, it's, they do agility, but it's not going to fix the behavioural problems in home.
No, it's not.
So a lot of people will do both. It's like a hand and a glove. They're separate entities, but they work well together.
Yes.
And actually, while I'm on the subject, Paul's Suds, Pups and Pints will be given a $50 voucher for people to use for in-home training if they want to come and see us.
Right.
Unfortunately, you've got to come and see my ugly mug, but I will give them a discount voucher for in-home training worth $50 if they want to come over and see us.
And thank you for doing that, because you did that last year as well.
That was the gym discount last year. It's going to be a Deb discount this year.
Yeah, it has to be.
Oh, really? Yeah? Why is that?
Okay, we've had enough.
Have we?
Yeah. Whatever.
Okay, there
All right,
we
let's
go.
take a little break. 407-916-1041. That's the number I see people calling now. If you have a question about your dog's behavior, you have a total professional here of many decades that can help you kind of get through that. That's 407-916-1041. When we come back, we'll take those calls from Daryl Payne from Paw Affection Dog Trading. Back in a sec with more of the Jim Colbert Show.
2025 iHeartRadio Music Festival, live this Friday and Saturday from T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. Stream it only on Hulu and listen on iHeartRadio Friday and Saturday starting at 10:30 p.m. Sponsored locally by Rasmussen University.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Hey, what's happening? I hope your ride right now is a smooth and safe one on the major highways and roads of Orlando. Seems like we're incident-free east and westbound on I-4 at this time, and the same does go for Colonial Drive and the Beach Line. East and west of the 408 is also moving along fine. Thankfully, north and south of the Turnpike is clear, as well as the Greenway and the 429 toll. Thankfully, no issues on OBT or John Young Parkway right now either. Our Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line number is 866-676-8477. I'm Brian Black with your report.
This report is sponsored by Staples. Your local Staples has hot deals and super low prices throughout the store on everything for your business. And right now at Staples, save up to $125 off your print order. Exclusions apply. Visit staples.com/print for details. Ends 11/1. Plus, save even more with the Easy Rewards program at Staples.
Sunnyside Electric.
Hi, half my outlets stopped working.
I got a new bread maker. Have you tried focaccia?
My outlets don't work.
Oh, no toasties for you.
I should have called Frank Gay.
I bet they don't have a bread maker.
I'm calling Frank Gay.
When your power goes out, don't settle for half-baked electrical service. Call the pros who fix it fast. That's the Frank Gay way.
That's the Frank Gay way.
FrankGayServices.com.
Big down payments. Thousands down. We interviewed the victims. Tell us what happened, ma'am.
Well, I says to myself, self, go to RC Hill Mitsubishi, into land. Every vehicle's just one dime down.
And then?
I ended up at some other dealer.
Why?
They had a trade payoff event.
Let me guess. You had to put $4,000 down.
Yeah, $4,000.
Next time, go to RC Hill Mitsubishi. Right, RC?
That's right. It's a crime to pay more than a dime. One dime down.
But I still owe thousands on my trade.
It's okay. We accept any trade, even if you still owe thousands.
With only one dime down.
Get a new Outlander SUV. It's under 30 grand, has all the toys, and you don't have to worry about your engine for life.
Plus 0% financing for 60 months.
It's a crime to pay more than a dime.
Now at RC Hill Mitsubishi.
Into land, just 2 miles off I-4. RCHill.com. Dime down, $535 a month, 72 months at 6% APR, plus tax tag title to qualified buyers.
Looking for top quality fencing in Florida? Fence Outlet has been the state's fencing expert for over 30 years. With 8 convenient locations, we offer a wide variety of styles and colors to enhance your property's security and curb appeal. Go to fenceoutlet.com to book your free estimate. License number C-10252 and C-10803.
Get ready to crank it up. Oktoberfest is taking over Orlando Harley-Davidson October 16th through the 19th. 4 days of nonstop action, daily entertainment, live music, and kicking it off with a free hog roast. You can cool off at the Bikini Bike Wash, vendors throughout the parking lot, and roll into the largest new and pre-owned inventory in the state of Florida. The music's loud, the food is hot, the drinks are cold, and the throttle is wide open. Get all the details at OrlandoHarley.com. We'll see you at Hogtoberfest 2025, October 16th through the 19th, right off I-4. We're ready. Are you?
Get ready for an unforgettable night. Join us at Aloft Orlando downtown for the first annual Pink Martini Party on Thursday, October 9th from 4:30 p.m. to 2 a.m. Sip on delicious pink martinis and support the American Cancer Society. Don't miss out. You can make a difference.
My testosterone is back, baby, thanks to Red Mountain Weight Loss. Man, it was really low, and I called Red Mountain Weight Loss and got my testosterone where it needs to be. And I got to tell you, when your testosterone's right, you feel a lot better. You don't feel sluggish anymore. You don't feel like you're unfocused. You don't have problems in the bedroom. Things are better. The truth is, men today have 20% less testosterone than their dads did. So this is a solution by calling Red Mountain Weight Loss. It's a prescription, and it's prescription strength testosterone that you only can get from somebody like Red Mountain Weight Loss. And it's awesome talking to their people, and they make it super easy. So if you're losing testosterone and you're having a problem with energy and building muscle mass, you need to give them a call. I did. I'm so glad that I did. It's a Red Mountain Weight Loss. To book your free video consultation with a licensed doctor today, just get online, get real testosterone from real doctors with real great results. Go to redmountainweightloss.com. That's redmountainweightloss.com, or just dial pound 250 on your phone and say the keyword Red Mountain. It's Red Mountain Weight Loss.
Yeah, the Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex, always doing it right. Join them for an evening of cosmic cocktails at the Taste of Space Martini Shake-Off. This year, guests will sample space-themed drinks from some favorite local bars, each paired up with soundscapes and blindfolded testings for that multi-sensory twist. And the eye mask is yours to keep. And joining us this year is Lord's Library. They won it in 23 and 24. The Space Bar, 28 North Gastropub. They're all going to be there along with astronaut Mike Foreman and 2 other guest judges. It's going to be a great time. It's always a blast. It's the KSE Martini Shake-Off. Grab your tickets today and more information at KennedySpaceCenter.com.
Eustace Roofing. New roof, no mess.
Most impact windows from Reese Windows and Doors are installed in just 6 to 8 weeks. Visit reesewindows.com.
Broadcasting live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Need help after an accident? Just call Mo. Learn more at JustCallMo.com or call 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeart radio station. Make us the #1 preset on your car radio and on the free new and improved iHeart Radio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free? Never sounded so good. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show.
Hey guys, good afternoon. Daryl, I just wanted to know what your opinion was on basset hounds and how hard or easy it is to train them. Thank you. Have a great day.
Yeah, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1. We appreciate you spending some of your time with us. We really do know you have some options. We're going to let Daryl answer that question first, but now let's officially welcome you, Daryl, to Animal House.
Thank you.
She likes them fuzzy, furry, feathery, tough, and scaly. It's time for Animal House with Deborah Roberts.
And Animal House is generously brought to us each and every week by personal injury attorney Glenn Klausman over at Klausman Law. We'll tell you at the end of Animal House how you can get in touch with Glenn. But now, Daryl, answering that listener's questions, how difficult is it to have and train a basset hound? Because they sure are cute.
They are cute. They look cute, but they're stubborn as hell.
Are they really?
They really are. They're stubborn and very, very food motivated. They trip over their ears as well.
Literally.
Literally. I trained a puppy, and every time it ran, it stood on its own ears and then did a somersault. So they're super cute, but they are stubborn. Very food motivated, and their nose is on the ground all the time, so it's hard to get their attention. But they are trainable. It's just knowing what floats their boat, which is normally food.
Okay, so outside of the food, so you know the bitter apple products that they tell every dog owner is going to work for your golden retriever, but it never does. They just end up licking it off the furniture.
Well, a lot of them see it as flavoring,
Exactly. Now, is a basset hound, because their nose is so much stronger than quote unquote your average dog, would that kind of like bitter apple product work better for a basset or a bloodhound than it would a golden or a German shepherd?
It really depends on the dog, because they can all smell it just the same.
Right.
It's just whether it bothers them or not. But, you know, I mean, when you look at bloodhounds, that makes basset hounds look easy, because the bloodhounds are very, very difficult. They have 300 million scent receptors in their nose. The average dog has about 220. So the bloodhound is totally nasally motivated.
Wow.
Yeah. So, in answer to the question, you know, they're super cute. If I had a choice, I'd have a beagle over a basset.
Okay, but if you do have a basset, call Daryl Payne at Pawfection Dog Training. He'll help you train the dog.
I'll show you the way through to get through to them.
Well, we've got fully loaded phone calls going on. So, Jack, who do we have first?
Chris, and she revealed that she just discovered their puppy is deaf.
Right.
Chris.
Hi.
Hey, Chris.
How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Well, welcome to Animal House with Daryl Payne. What's your question? And we're so sorry to hear the discovery of what you found with your puppy.
Yeah, we just realized that we thought she was a little bit hard of hearing, but now we've realized that she can't hear anything.
Right. So first of all, Chris, don't worry about it. First of all, it's one of the least important parts of their senses. Their nose, obviously, is the most important part. The ears really don't come into it very much, and we have several deaf dogs come through us on our training on a Saturday. What you will do is, and you'll need some steer on it, but what you will do is you'll rely on hand signals as opposed to obviously voice commands. So hand signals. It doesn't mean you can't correct the dog, because we can still correct the dog and the bad behaviour without hurting the dog. But effectively, so that you haven't got to put up with those problems. And it doesn't mean the dog's going to have any lesser quality of life at all. So please don't worry about it. We've honestly had several come through us, and we can teach you how to communicate with that dog in just as effective a way as if it was a hearing animal.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah, well,
she's a great dog. She's a great puppy.
Yeah, and like, you know, Daryl has mentioned, I mean, he had one of his best deaf dogs out at Suds, Pups, and Pints last year, and that's got to be one of the happiest dogs I've ever seen.
Absolutely.
And also very well behaved.
Yeah.
Very well behaved. So we're going to be putting up the number and the information at the end of Animal House, so you'll be able to get his contact information. But thank you so much for calling. Who do we have next, Jack?
Next up is Kyle with a barking beagle.
Oh.
Hi, Kyle.
Oh, Kyle.
Hey, guys. So I got this 8-month-old beagle, and overall he's a pretty good dog. I also have a 7-year-old beagle, and she's probably the best dog I've ever had. But, you know, when the younger one comes in from outside after playing, he'll just walk right up to the older beagle and just start barking at her nonstop. And it's getting to the point where it's disrupting everybody's lives. You know, we'll kind of distract him, get him away from her, and he'll be gone for a couple minutes and come right back and start barking again.
Yeah, Carl, it's called active dominance. If you didn't have an older dog, the puppy would be doing it to you. 8 months, the dog's become a teenager. He's pushing the boundaries. He wants the older dog to play with him, and so he's demanding. He's going, play with me, play with me, play with me, in his dog barking language. Normally, the older dog would put the younger one in its place. If that's not going to happen, then it would be for you to step in and correct the dog on behalf of the older dog. One of the things we do have to do is work out a way of correcting, which we can, correcting the puppy without correcting the older dog. Because obviously every time you correct the puppy, if you use something which is sort of noise-based or anything else, what's going to happen is the older dog's going to get corrected for something that it isn't doing, and that's not fair. So if you give us a call, we can come over, we can fix that. And of course, beagles tend to howl as well as bark.
Yeah, they
which
do.
can be really annoying. Super cute looking, though.
Oh, they are.
But yeah, give us a call. We'll correct the puppy so it doesn't affect the older dog, and we can give the older dog a much nicer life. But it's demanding attention. What you can do in the meantime is just give the older dog some time out on its own. So put the puppy away every now and then. Just give the older dog a break. Don't use it as a...
Palm Bay?
Yeah, we'll come out to Palm Bay. Cool. Yeah, we work all over Central Florida and beyond, it seems, sometimes when I'm in that car for hours.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, absolutely, we'll come and help you.
Thank you so much for your question. It's kind of like having a second wife, right?
Yeah, it really is. Imagine that.
All right.
Next up is Amy. Amy, welcome to the show.
Hey, Amy, what's your question for Daryl Payne of Pawfection Dog Training? Hey.
So I got two sisters, Maltese, about 5 years ago. They've been with me the whole time. 6 months ago, one of them got out of the house. Unfortunately, she got hit by a car.
Oh.
So now my other dog is, like, depressed, I think. And I've tried a lot of things, and I can't seem to get her to engage with the family anymore. She even uses the bathroom inside the house, and she has a lot of anxiety just leaving the house. So,
all right,
I don't
Amy.
know what to do next.
What she's lost, Amy, is she's lost her confidence, because probably the other sister was the confident one, and she probably drew on her for strength. So she's lost her confidence. You've got a couple of things you could do. We can build her confidence up, bring her perhaps to the group training so she can do some obedience and agility and have some fun stuff there on a Saturday. We could put her into our therapy dog program so that she goes out with a group of dogs over a 7-month period, because the course is 7 months long, and she builds her confidence through them. And then afterwards, she has a job going out and meeting people and kids and stuff like that. So that might be something, if she's, a fairly friendly dog, you could do that. Or you have got the option of getting another dog, which would help as well. But if you give us a call, we can talk you through what dog to get, because it would be important, the dog you get, to actually keep her company and build her up, because you couldn't just get any rescue. It'd need to be a certain personality in order to achieve what you're trying to achieve. But they're the options that I would suggest.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Amy. You got it. And for those who maybe want to call Daryl, 407-456-1066. But at the end of Animal House, I'll be posting all of the information in the Animal House podcast. Jack, who do we have next on the line?
Dia, and says her dog exhibits food aggression.
Oh, no. Dia, welcome to the Jim Colbert Show on Animal House. Let's see, Daryl, what do you have to say for Dia?
Is Dia on the line, Jack?
Yeah.
Dia,
I'm here.
Is it aggression towards humans or other dogs, or both?
It's when we're eating, or when he is eating, he will take food off our plate and steal food, and we're trying to teach him to not do that.
Oh, wow.
Right. Is he protective over his own food as well, or is he just stealing your food?
He eats his food like a vacuum cleaner.
So you don't even get the chance to put your hand on his food.
Is he a resource guarder? Does he protect that food, or does he growl at anybody when someone comes near him when he's eating?
No, he does not.
Right, okay. So
when he's in the house with us, he will steal your food and not care about it.
Okay, so you've got two things going on. Let's deal with the first one, or the second one actually first. The eating too fast. Go onto Amazon, get yourself a thing called a green feeder. It's a slow feed dish. It's the best one that I've ever come across. That will slow him down. He physically cannot eat fast with that. And he has to get one piece of kibble out at a time. So that will slow him down, because with some dogs, they are more prone to stomach torsion or bloat if they eat too fast. So we've got to be careful of that with the larger breeds, especially those with barrel-chested, small-waisted are they're the most prone to that. The first thing you talked about is actually separate to that. Obviously, he's food motivated and food driven. He would need to be corrected for that behavior. So that's something we deal with in your home. Come over, see how he's doing it, why he's doing it, and fixing it for you. And that would fix in just one session. We'll have that fixed. No pain. No, we don't use shock collars or anything like that. So let's come over, deal with that for you, because they're two separate things. But get the green feed to slow him down.
He's a 74-pound Doberman.
Yeah, so he's definitely prone to bloat.
Yeah.
And so definitely get that green feeder. And they tend to be very jumpy dogs as well. They'll jump around like lunatics because I had a Doberman.
Yeah.
And that's one of the other ways. There's 3 ways they get bloat. And it's eating too fast, eating too much, or jumping around like an idiot after eating.
Yeah.
And he probably does all 3.
Yes.
So call us. We'll fix the first one, and the second one will be fixed by the green feeder.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you so much for calling. And real quick, before we go, I wanted to ask this question that someone texted in at 77031. Question for Daryl. We had a regular door going out to the backyard, but we put in a new sliding glass door, but now the dog doesn't like to go in and out that door. How can we get him to go in and out of the new sliding door? Is it treat motivation?
Yes. Well, 2 things, actually. You've got to give him some kind of way of getting him to want to go out there. So what I would do is, it's the perfect time of year because it is cooler now, finally.
I know.
So have the door open so that he can go in and out without that noise of the door sliding, because he just doesn't understand it yet. So have the door open and then encourage him through, either with a treat in and out as a game, or have him on his leash, come in from a walk and come straight through the house and then through the gap in that door while he's on a leash. So he's not really thinking about it too much, not too much of a build-up.
Right.
And then what you can do is slowly close the door down until there's not quite enough gap for him to get out, and then you can just move it a couple of inches for him to go out. It's probably the noise of the sliding door and the sudden movement that's different for him. So with all these things, break it down into small parts and then build it back up, a bit like disassembling a jigsaw and then putting the picture back together again.
One last caller with a quick call.
Absolutely.
We have Angie.
Angie, what's your question for Daryl of Pawfaction Dog Training?
Hi, Daryl.
Hi, Angie.
So my dog, she has lots of different barks, but and she barks all the time when me and my husband are even talking or walking around. But at night, when we're watching TV and she's kind of sleeping, either on the couch or on the floor, and I get up, she gets up and does this screeching bark at me, and nonstop. Not when my husband gets up, but just when I get up, like off the couch, she just goes nuts.
Sounds like she's a little jealous. What do you think, Daryl?
Well, it can be that. It's also overprotection, and I think from what you're saying, the dog is too high up the pecking order. He's demanding things from you and your husband, so he's using his voice to demand. It's like having a child who's demanding chocolate or cookies all the time from you, or your attention all the time. So the problem isn't the barking. The problem is why he's barking. So think of it as, if you have a headache, because you've got a headache, you take a Tylenol. If you've got a headache because you've got a brain tumour, you have to fix the tumour. So the tumour in this case is the fact that he is too high up the pecking order. He thinks that he's higher up than you are and he can demand. So we need to bring him down a few pegs, teach him where his position is within that pack.
Just like
and
a teenager.
Yeah, the barking will stop as a result of that anyway, but I can show you how to stop the barking. But, it's why he's barking is the problem, not the actual barking. I think also it's not unusual. They tend to see men more as leaders than women, purely because the way we are, the way we move, the way we sound, we're full of testosterone, which is the hormone of aggression, not stupidity. Don't listen to my wife. She knows nothing. She's not even a doctor. So it's the hormone of aggression. So they tend to listen to men more than women. So when he thinks he may think he's less under your husband, but he certainly thinks he's above you, and we need to fix that.
Okay.
All right. That's
what I thought.
Yeah, exactly.
Give us a call. We'll come over and fix it. And remember, we've got these $50 vouchers. So, because you called into the radio station, you can have one without coming to the Suds, Pups and Pints. But I will suggest
No. You make them go all the way to Mount Dora.
I'll sort you out, Angie. Don't worry about these lot. They're desperate for people to come because Jim's not going to be there.
Right, exactly.
Well, actually, we think more people might come now.
Right. And we've got you, Daryl, and of course your 40 to 50 therapy dogs that are going to be
come and
there
see the
with us.
dogs. Come and see the dogs.
Well, in the meantime, how do they get a hold of you? What's your social media? What's the best way to contact you?
Okay, so you can go on the website. Don't judge it. It's an older website. It's being fixed, okay? I like it. It's perfectiondogtraining.com. Works better on a laptop or a desktop, apparently. You can give us a call, 407-456-1066, and Penny will be happy to talk to you there. And you can join our Facebook page at Perfection Dog Training USA members page. Just search under groups for that. And just request to join, put 1041 in the questions. We'd love to have you there.
And as always, Daryl, thank you so much for not only coming in today, but for planning to be there on Saturday, September 27th for our third year for Suds, Pups, and Pints.
Yeah, we'll be there.
And especially for those $50 vouchers for folks who come by to get that $50 discount on the training with Perfection.
Yeah, Deb's discount because someone's AWOL.
Someone's AWOL. Put your hands together for Daryl Payne of Perfection Dog Training. Yay! And once again, I will be posting the information in the Animal House podcast, and I'll be doing that in the next couple of minutes. But in the meantime, Animal House is generously brought to us each and every week by Glenn Klausman over at Klausman Law. So if you or someone you know, work with, love, have been in any kind of an accident, car, motorcycle, even a slip and fall, here's just a couple of reasons why you need to call Glenn. One, he's not going to pass you off to a caseworker. Glenn is going to handle your case. So much so, he's going to give you his personal cell phone number and then pick it up when you call. And there's just a couple of reasons why year after year he's voted super lawyer and legal elite, but he truly is an animal lover and a friend of the show. So if you've been in an accident, give him a call, 407-917-1718, or check them out online at klausmanlaw.com. That's KLAUSMANlaw.com, and he's also the presenting sponsor for Suds, Pups, and Pints. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with more on the Jim Colbert Show, so keep it on Real Radio 104.1.
Our 2025 iHeartRadio Music Festival, live this Friday and Saturday from T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. Stream it only on Hulu and listen on iHeartRadio Friday and Saturday starting at 10:30 p.m. Sponsored locally by Rasmussen University.
Hey, what's happening? I hope your ride right now is a smooth and safe one on the major highways and roads of Orlando. Seems like we're incident-free east and westbound on I-4 at this time, and the same does go for Colonial Drive and the Beach Line. East and west of the 408 is also moving along fine. Thankfully, north and south of the Turnpike is clear, as well as the Greenway and the 429 toll. Thankfully, no issues on OBT or John Young Parkway right now either. Our Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line number is 866-676-8477. I'm Brian Black with your report.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Some people just know you could save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Those people are probably saving a carload of cash right now. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Core Flooring Center in Winter Park is the go-to destination for flooring. Visit coreflooringfl.com.
The ultimate celebration of music.
Our 2025 iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One,
is happening this Friday and Saturday.
Live in Las Vegas at T-Mobile Arena. 16 artists, 2 nights, 1 stage.
Streaming live only on Hulu.
And listen live on the free iHeartRadio app.
This Friday and Saturday night, starting at 10:30.
Capital One is the proud presenting partner of iHeartRadio Music Festival, bringing great products, rewards, and services to its customers. What's in your wallet?
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here for Paul Davis Restoration. Look, as a Floridian, you understand the weather can change quickly and be damaging to your home or your business. Whether it's storm or water damage, fire, smoke, or mold, Paul Davis is ready 24/7 with the experience and care to get your life back on track. They'll dry, clean, repair, and restore. They'll do it fast and professionally every single step of the way. Call Paul Davis Restoration, serving all of Central Florida at 407-629-6700. When things go wrong, Paul Davis does what's right.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Good news. We offer HELOCs and home equity lines of credit with scores as low as 640. Find out if you're qualified today at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
ThatmortgageguyDon.com.
The accident wasn't your fault, so why should you be burdened with the medical bills? This is Orlando injury attorney Mo DeWitt. Don't get overwhelmed by mounting medical bills. I'll fight to ensure that the responsible party pays what you're owed. Injured on the go? Don't wait. Visit justcallmo.com.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here for Life Imaging FLA. Look, as summer is winding down, kids are back in school. You're focused on the fall, and before you know it, the holidays will be here. That's right, trick-or-treating with the kids, Thanksgiving morning, Christmas morning, New Year's Eve, all of those things. We love celebrating. But if you have a heart issue, you could have a problem. 1 of 3 people in America will die of heart disease, and in some of those cases, the very first symptom you get is sudden death. So don't play around with that. Get over to Life Imaging FLA. Get this free heart scan. Just a few minimum requirements. It is a $699 value. And while you're there, please ask about their cancer screening as well, because early detection saves lives. So do what I did, what my wife did, what my in-laws have done. Make this call today to Life Imaging FLA and reassure yourself that you're in great shape. And it couldn't be easier. Simply pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250 and say the keyword free heart scan. That's all you have to do. Pound 250, say free heart scan. They'll connect you in seconds. Then you can take control of your long-term health care. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto-dial text message from iHeartMedia.
Life is busy. Luckily, Racetrack's here to keep you on track every day.
Running around and the time makes you nervous. Are you still a mom or just a taxi service?
With ice-cold drinks, hot pizza, freshly ground coffee, and even Swirl World frozen yogurt for the kids.
The schedule is packed with things that they have to do, but with so much to choose from, you'll find something for you.
Racetrack is here to keep you going.
Racetrack's gonna get you.
Racetrack, whatever gets you going.
Look, your body's unique, so why settle for a one-size-fits-all wellness plan? That's where Viome comes in. Viome uses advanced science to analyze your gut biome with a simple at-home test, so you know exactly what foods and supplements are right for you, all based on real data from your own body. And you know what? That's science you can trust. Go to Viome.com now and use promo code THRIVE to save $50 on your full body intelligence test. That's Viome.com, promo code THRIVE to save $50.
Save time and money with the aluminum fence in the box from Fence Outlet. It comes with everything you need for an average backyard of 120 feet, starting at $27.35. Go to fenceoutlet.com today for more information. License number C10252 and C10803.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
Want a big green egg? For the lowest price anywhere, go to Wassey's Meat Market. They'll deliver and set up your big green egg so that you'll be cooking before they leave. Follow Wassey's Meat Market on Instagram or go to the website, wasseysmeatmarket.com, for your big green egg today.
There's nothing like when you get that part from eBay and it just fits. Yeah, the first time. So you can do less of this and get right back to more of this. At eBay, you'll find all the parts you need, guaranteed to fit, at prices you'll love. Sounds good, doesn't it? eBay, things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Here's the tale of the daily med fill. Same old pharmacy, same old bill, but those prices kept rising higher still.
Till the savings Wrangler rode in, cool as can be. Tap Good RX, saving massively.
No plan? Don't matter none. Up to 80% off. The deals are done.
Discounts hitting harder than Ma's chili. Dang. That one little app does all the rest.
Save time and money on prescriptions.
Check Good RX. Good RX is not insurance.
Look to Orange Buick GMC for your next truck at orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. Thank you again for tuning in today. We appreciate that as we do every single day. I'm Jim. Deb is right there.
Hello.
Jack is here as well.
Hi.
And every single Wednesday around this time, a good friend of our calls, he is the writer for the Orlando Sentinel. You guys give it up good and loud for Mr. Scott Maxwell.
Yay!
Hi, good sir. How are you?
I'm doing well, about as well as anybody can be doing in these strange times.
Yeah, strange times. How has your week been, by the way?
How's my week been? Well,
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what, Jim? Nobody ever asks. I gotta. It's been fine. It's long. You know, about 80 hours a week, so it just all bleeds one to the other.
Yeah.
And that's why we try to go out of town a lot, so it all runs together.
Yeah, you need
I
that
hosted a nice event last weekend for the Camaraderie Foundation. I think I mentioned that to you guys before.
Very nice.
For veterans that are dealing with PTSD, and that was nice. But yeah, other than that, not a whole lot going on.
Have you? Do you do the cows and cabs thing every year? I cannot remember.
I have done it some years. I kind of like the burger thing they do beforehand.
Oh, do you really? I've
Yeah.
never been. I've never been to cows and cabs. I've been invited twice and wasn't able to make it because of conflicts. But I hear it's like one of the coolest events.
Yeah, it's a big one. We are about to hit the season. I have sort of events like every other week through March now.
Wow,
it's a lot.
It's cutting into your cruising schedule, I guess.
It is, and yes, it is.
He looks super happy about it for sure.
Well, no, I you know what? The least someone like me can do is give back. You know, my wife is working a volunteer shift at Shepherd's Hope every Tuesday. She's given platelets, as we've discussed, every Wednesday. My schedule doesn't allow for that, but I figure what I can do is I can host a lot of these events. Donate my time there. And, I would never take any money from any of them. But a lot of these groups, they otherwise are paying $5,000 or $6,000 to get, people to have. So
I have to tell you something. It's very interesting. I learned that very early in my career that these charities would come out and they'd say, hey, we want you to host this thing. And I'd check my schedule, say no problem whatsoever. And then they would be like, they'd talk about a check, and I'm like, I don't take money from charities. I don't take money from charities. Everything you've ever seen me host or anything like that, I do not take money from it. I tell them just to donate the money back to the charity or do something with it that's good for the charity. I don't do charity events for cash, and that was a weird thing for people. They didn't know. Actually, one person, the silence on the phone was like 30 seconds. Like they didn't know what to do because they're so used to people just kind of understanding that's part of a job per se, and I never really looked at it like that. I don't know why.
No, I don't want to take anything away from, anybody else, but the way I view it is that it's, if I'm doing it for money, I'm not doing it for the reason that I'm saying I'm doing it for. And also it just, I think money complicates my life. I don't want to take money from anybody, charities sometimes get into trouble at some point in time.
Right.
And I don't want to have been on their payroll for anything. And I have had a couple of experiences. I had one group one time that was literally like, we're going to give you $5,000. I can't remember what it was. And I said, I will not take it. And then they were like, well, we're going to write the check to somebody. And I was like,
that's exactly the thing I'm talking about, man. They didn't even know how to respond to that because I guess there's like a whole thing where people that do kind of what we do and have the ability to get on stage and remember stuff and say stuff. That's a skill they love. Nobody wants to do it. I mean, it is a very odd thing.
Yeah. So, but I'm happy to do it. Some events are easier than others, but I try to only, like you, do groups that I'm a big believer in and that I can support their cause. Because, if you're going to get up on stage and ask for money, and that's ultimately what a lot of this ends up doing, you want to be able to believe that the money's going to a good place. So I check their 990s, their financials, and try to make sure I'm feeling good.
Same, because the last thing you want is that going, man, could you imagine you up there hosting and helping out a kid's cancer foundation only to find out that the people are spending the money on speedboats? That's the last thing you need for sure.
Absolutely.
Scott writes for the Orlando Sentinel Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. You can read his column. I read the one today about insurance companies, and, I just took a bad day and already made it worse. It's just really unbelievable. I remember reading about this Slide insurance company when they kind of hit the bricks here, and already from the first like two paragraphs, I'm like, what? How much? Pretty crazy, dude.
Yeah, there are three things that I think, and this is part of the reason is, this state spends so much time focusing on the culture war of the day, scream out one thing. And one things I'm saying is that, don't be distracted by the things that are affecting your pocketbooks. And there have been some Florida journalists that have been really doing some solid work. And there were 3 things in the insurance industry I thought folks needed to know about. One is what you just mentioned, Slide. Slide is a company that was not around a few years ago. And I got to tell you, that's one of the things in this state. 10, 20 years ago, everybody had State Farm, Allstate, something like that. Now you got Manatee, you got Slide, you got company nobody's ever. Manatee's a real one. They're taking over a bunch that had nobody's ever heard of. And Slide came on, and the way they got huge is by forcing customers, Citizens, the state-run insurance program. They were trying to depopulate. That's what they call it when they get rid of policies. They forced more than 200,000 people to become Slide customers. And then, so CBS affiliate down in South Florida did this story on this guy who, his premium with Slide goes from $3,800 to $8,300, which is a big jump.
That's a gigantic jump.
That's the jump. And then he gets his next annual bill, and it's now $26,000 a year. So he was paying $3,800, and now it's $26,000. That already ticks him off. But then the SEC filings are released, and they show that the husband and wife team that run Slide have pulled in $50 million over the last 2 years. The CEO alone got $21 million just last year. Now, keep in mind, we've been all told that insurance companies can't make ends meet.
Right? Yeah, they're broke.
State. We got to give them protections from lawsuits when by the way, that means when they're not paying a policy.
Right.
We got to give them protections. So I think it's hard for a lot of people to rationalize a $50 million salary when they're looking at a bill that goes from $3,000 to $8,000 or more than $20,000.
Yeah, and especially when they were the company that received those kickouts from Citizens. Citizens, when they bailed, they were forced to take Slide, and then Slide just stuck it to them. And then when you consider the other 7 companies that you guys investigated and found out that they were barely solvent to begin with, it makes you really kind of wonder what the F is going on.
And that's the one that actually made my eyes pop even more than Slide, is apparently, and I've learned a lot about this in the past few weeks, months, the state does what's called a stress test, a financial stress test. And basically, they run a model that says if we had a catastrophic year, like we did when Charlie and Ivan, all those ones that came through there, would a company be able to pay all its claims, which they damn sure well ought to be able to do. I mean, that's kind of a basic, that's the whole point of insurance. And what they found was that 7 companies could not pay all their bills if a catastrophic storm came through. Now, just to put it in perspective, the number of companies that used to fail stress tests was 0.
Yeah, 0.
Because that's how it should be. If you're taking premiums, you should be able to pay damage.
Isn't it law, Scott? I mean, aren't the insurance regulators supposed to make sure through audits that that's exactly what's supposed to happen, that they're always ready to go? And that's based on seasonal storms, and we know there can be aberrations and we can be anomalies there. For the most part, we kind of get an idea of what every summer is going to offer us.
Absolutely.
The article today is bananas. Like it is.
And so in this one, they find 7 that should. That is what they're doing. They're doing this audit thing. And then they tell the public, well, don't worry. After we flagged these 7 for failing the stress test, they all promised us that they would be able to make good. Like one of them says,
they promised.
I'm not kidding.
Pinky
this
promise.
is the line.
They stood in a circle, all 7 of them, and they hooked their pinkies together and they said, Governor, we promise that if a bad rainstorm hits, we'll make sure that Johnny gets his roof within 17 years.
And it is really nebulous stuff. Like one of them, they give examples, but they don't name them. And I'll talk more about that in a second. But they just say, like, we flagged this company for not being able to pay. And then, quote, one insurer's parent company is willing to loan funding if needed. I don't know what the hell that means. And by the way, I'd like to see a contract if I'm a customer. But here's the biggest thing that I found most outrageous. They do run the test and find 7 companies that they found out were not able to pay all their claims, but they won't release the names of the companies, so that if you have no way of knowing if you're paying one of these companies that was not solvent when they ran the test. And even more bat bonkers is, as you mentioned, the state has been forcing customers off of Citizens onto companies. They won't say if any of the companies that they're forcing people onto were also the ones that couldn't pay their bills.
Hey, it's all about transparency in this state, Scott. Haven't you heard? If you just watch the press conferences, you'll see it's all about transparency in this state. We're just trying to keep it all above board here. Oh, and by the way, our insurance companies have co-signers. Because that's basically what it is.
They say.
Yeah, we have a co-signer. Yeah, we're fine. My uncle can get it if I can't make this car payment. My stepdad's going to get it for us. What a joke, dude.
And I don't, and by the way, even if you get that promise, call me old fashioned. I don't think they should have been in a position to not cover their claims in the first place.
No joke. Isn't this the fourth or fifth or sixth or eighth biggest economy in this U.S.? Aren't we like the fourth biggest economy in the U.S.?
World? Yeah, no, in the world. Well, yeah.
Well, I know California's in the world, but I know that our economy in the U.S. is top 5. And we can't figure this out with all the money the way we're flush, right? No personal income tax, none of that stuff. We should be able to figure this out. It's simply unbelievable. Like, whose job is that? Is there an insurance regulator for this country or for this state?
We used to have an insurance commissioner. We got rid of that post about 20 years ago. And so now it's like basically regulated by the CFO. And the CFO is the guy who's been doing the Doge effort, running around to
He's
all the...
busy, Scott.
Jeez Louise, dude.
He is. And you know what? There's another thing. This is a little bit of a tangent. I am all for finding wasted money. Like, that's what I built my career on, is finding wasted money. But they are going after this Blazing Goglia and DeSantis after places like Orlando and Orange County, which are not raising taxes, whereas Seminole County has skyrocketed their property taxes. They're raising their gas taxes. They're raising the utility tax, and they're not getting boo. And why do you think that is?
Yeah, Lake's doing the same thing. Lake's just about to introduce a gas tax, and I think another one that they're done because of because of everything going on out there, because of the expansion.
And these are not small increases we're talking about. These are big tax increases, and they're giving them so I'd say they're not looking to keep their eyes on the prize. And the last thing about insurance, and this is just more of a public service announcement because we've talked about it before, I think we have a disaster in the making with the number of homeowners in the state that do not have flood insurance. And I think a lot of people do not know. They just assume if your house gets flooded, your home insurance is going to take care of it. It is not going to take care of it. That is exempted from that. And Florida has a really low, only 20% of Floridians have flood insurance. And then the Sentinel ran a study, and this was in the paper last week, only 6% of Central Floridians have flood insurance. And I know a lot of people are saying, well, you know what? I don't live in a floodplain. Well, here's one stat that the CFO, that is the office I just mentioned, put out. They said that 40% of the flood claims that get put in come from homes that were not in flood risk areas.
No,
40%. So, yeah. And the reason people don't have flood insurance is because they can barely afford their regular insurance.
Right. If they can.
So I would say it's not that much money, and most of it comes through the National Flood Insurance Program. We've had it for quite a while. I think if you can afford it, it's something I would look at.
I heard a number of my Seminole County peeps from back in the old neighborhood are rolling like that. A lot of them just simply aren't. They're just kind of rolling the dice, you know?
Oh, yeah, and we didn't even talk about the number. I can't remember what it was. We have one of the highest states in America where people have no insurance.
Right, yeah.
Which... That's like, I mean, that's a lot of people. That's many people's, if not most people's, nut. Their home, right? Like that's what they've got as their possession. And if that gets wiped out and you have no insurance, that's it.
Well, how about this? Nothing. I mean, you buy your house based on the mortgage you think you can afford, based on the the principal interest and the insurance part of that. Let's say you package all that up and you can afford a $2,500 a month payment, right? You're cruising right along. 10 years into this mortgage, you still no problems at all. I mean, you plan properly. And then outside of your power, somebody raises your insurance rates, and now your $2,500 a year a month mortgage is now $3,200 a month, or $3,500 a month. That's an extra $800 to $1,000. Where's that coming from, or where's that being taken from? And
if in an ideal free market, in the old days, we used to have a great insurance broker. It was an independent agent who would shop around, and anytime our rates went up, they would say, "All right, we're going to go out and look." And almost every single time we did out, we could find another company that has lower. That's not the case anymore.
Matter of fact,
that's why people are stuck.
Scott, you can't even do that, because let me tell you something. You try to do that, you may not get back into the company you left that cheaply. That's the other thing too. I mean, because they tell you to do that with your car insurance as well, right? Let them know that they don't automatically have you. Man, that is not the case here in Florida. You cannot do that. I would not even take the chance to do that a little bit, dude. No way possible, because God only knows what could happen.
Yeah, so I just think if people got to pay attention to this stuff, I think vote like it. And, I get that we're worked up about rainbow colored crosswalks, but you know what? That's not going to push you out of your house. That's not going to mean you miss your medicine bills.
How many people do you think that are all fired up about the rainbow crosswalks would take $500 off their homeowner's insurance a year right now and be cool with rainbow crosswalks? It's funny how that works.
I'd like to think so.
Yeah, maybe not. All right, you guys give it up good and loud for Scott Maxwell.
Hey!
OrlandoSentinel.com. Get your subscription today. Dirt cheap, and the information is dead solid. If you want to keep up what's going on in the area here, it's a must for sure. Scott, good seeing you, buddy. Have a great weekend.
You guys too. Take care.
You got it, man. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Back in a sec with more of the Jim Colbert Show.
Something on your mind? Text us at 77031. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
From the Odoo.com Weather Center, Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
Hey everybody, Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Laurel Blanchard here with your Wednesday night forecast. Seeing the last of those scattered showers and thunderstorms finally starting to taper off. And as we take a look at tomorrow morning, maybe seeing some patchy fog across the area. So just make sure you are driving carefully if you're headed out very early tomorrow morning. Seeing that sunshine throughout the majority of the day with, of course, those scattered showers and thunderstorms firing up through the afternoon and evening. And then slowly starting to see our rain chances on the rise headed into the weekend. Have a great night.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Some people just know you could save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Those people are probably saving a carload of cash right now. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
If you've been thinking about upgrading your windows or patio doors, now is the perfect time with Renewal by Andersen. At Renewal by Andersen, their Acclaim impact replacement windows are built for Florida homes and designed for energy efficiency by maintaining indoor temperatures year-round and reducing heating and cooling costs. Plus, with their Smart Sun Glass option, you'll minimize heat loss and maximize energy savings. Here's what Kathy had to say about using Renewal by Andersen. Our windows look awesome. They did a great job on the installation. Highly recommend Renewal by Andersen. Right now, during their big BOGO event, buy one replacement window or patio door, get the second 40% off, plus 0 down, 0 payments, and 0% interest for 12 months. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to see all the beautiful products they offer and check out their hassle-free process in 4 easy steps. Official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, license number CGC 1527613.
It's the final days of the summer sales event at Greenway Kia. Every new Kia is discounted thousands off MSRP, and when you trade in your vehicle, over 40 Greenway dealerships compete to buy it, meaning you could get up to $10,000 over Kelley Blue Book fair market value. And our friendly, non-commissioned sales team is here to guide you, never pressure you. I'm Joe Rossi, and I want to see you in a Greenway Kia. Visit greenwaykias.com.
Example stock number TG007443. Negative equity refinance expires 10/7/25.
My testosterone is back, baby, thanks to Red Mountain Weight Loss. Man, it was really low, and I called Red Mountain Weight Loss and got my testosterone where it needs to be. And I got to tell you, when your testosterone's right, you feel a lot better. You don't feel sluggish anymore. You don't feel like you're unfocused. You don't have problems in the bedroom. Things are better. The truth is, men today have 20% less testosterone than their dads did. So this is a solution by calling Red Mountain Weight Loss. It's a prescription, and it's prescription strength testosterone that you only can get from somebody like Red Mountain Weight Loss. And it's awesome talking to their people, and they make it super easy. So if you're losing testosterone and you're having a problem with energy and building muscle mass, you need to give them a call. I did. I'm so glad that I did. It's a Red Mountain Weight Loss. To book your free video consultation with a licensed doctor today, just get online, get real testosterone from real doctors with real great results. Go to redmountainweightloss.com. That's redmountainweightloss.com, or just dial pound 250 on your phone and say the keyword Red Mountain. It's Red Mountain Weight Loss.
Overheard at the Hard Rock Bet Party. No, you see, you get $150 in bonus bets after your first $5 bet hits.
Did somebody say hit?
Whoa, Ray Lewis? We were just saying if your bet hits.
Huh. You know I love a good form tackle.
We know, Ray. We know.
Hard Rock Bet Sportsbook. Roll with us. New players bet $5, get $150 in bonus bets if you win. Payable in bonus bets, not a cash offer. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 and up and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Looking for a new adventure? Then head to your local McDonald's for the new Epic Universe Mix. A mix of frozen Fanta Blue Raspberry and frozen Sprite Lemonade. Purchase a large Epic Universe Mix and you could win tickets to the new Universal Epic Universe theme park at Universal Orlando Resort. Drink in the wonders of an awesome new chill for a limited time at McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. At participating McDonald's, no purchase necessary. Visit promotion.coke.com/Epic Universe giveaway for official rules. Fanta and Sprite Lemonade are registered trademarks of the Coca-Cola Company.
Back to school got you tight on cash? McDonald's under $4 McValue menu comes through. Pick from your favorites like a rich caramel frappe or chocolatey mocha frappe. All small frappes are just $3.50. Or grab the iconic snack wrap for just $2.99. That's right, the snack wraps you love are back. Can we take a moment to celebrate the McDonald's under $4 McValue menu? There's something for every appetite, every vibe, and every kind of day. Mickey D's comes through. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors in an easy-to-apply stick, and it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick, soothing comfort for the whole family. And try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks Vapors when you need more comfort for yourself. Use as directed.
Hey, this is Matt Jones.
I'm Drew Franklin.
And this is NFL Cover Zero.
We're just here to try to give you an NFL perspective a little bit different.
Did you see the Colts pretzel? That was my other big takeaway from that game.
What was that? Oh, my. We think NFL coverage should be informative and entertaining. And twice a week, that is exactly what you're going to get. Open up your free iHeartRadio app, search NFL Cover Zero with Matt Jones and Drew Franklin, and listen now.
If you want to buy or sell your home quickly, call Nick Lee. Download a free home buyer's guide at thenickleegroup.com.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show.
Hi, Colbert Crew.
Hi.
It's Sarah. I just purchased tickets for the Best of Chili Edition. I am super duper excited. And unfortunately, you're going to have to deal with me and Mr. Swilly and Big T. And we're very excited to see you guys. So thank you for hosting an amazing event again.
Thank you. Hope to see you guys there for sure, man.
Hey, good afternoon, Cobra Crew. Today, I finally got the chance to drop off signed copies of my book for you guys. I know it's been a few months, just been a little busy with everything going on, but hopefully get a chance to read it, enjoy it. It's yours. Thank you guys for all that you do.
And thank you, buddy. We got the book today and saw the note. That was very cool of you. Very awesome. I'll give you, you guys have got a copy here.
Okay, you're going to
good.
share?
There's four of them. What am I going to do with four of them?
I don't know what you're going to do with one.
Yeah, I'm going to take it home and read it.
Really?
Yeah, sure I will.
What do you think he's going to need to read by the side of the pool on the cruise?
Oh, yeah, player. Oh, yeah.
What did the note say?
All right, 77031. Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here as well.
Yeah.
Let me get the note, Jack, and I'll tell you.
All right.
All right, good glasses here. That's important. Here we go. It says, see page 59, because that's where it is. It says, good afternoon, Jim Colbert Show. This is to show my appreciation for all that you do. Hope you enjoy. Thank you, Aldrin. And that's 4 copies of his book, and I'll put it up right here. It is Poem 3. There it is. Really nice, by the way. Very, very cool.
And we're on page 59?
Yeah, and he's got his picture right there. You can see his right up against
look at that.
the old rolls.
Gets rolls.
Palea.
Hey.
When you go to page 59, you can see, actually flip right to it. It says, in no specific order, these are acknowledgments. And it says, Monsters of the Morning, News Junkie, The Jim Colbert Show, Pod Meets World, and some other influencers all throughout the Central Florida area. So very cool of him. Thank you.
Neat.
Yeah, very nice.
Thank you for that.
Also, I don't know about you guys, but, these RFK Senate meetings have been very fun to watch. I mean, they're always great because they're very fiery.
You keep your RFK. I'll raise you a Patel.
Yeah, I saw the Patel ones today. They're pretty good too.
Ross is dejected over the Cash Patel ones.
Ross is?
Yes.
Why?
Did you see his tie?
Oh, yeah, the Liverpool tie.
He's wearing a Liverpool tie.
Yeah. Oh, man, it was fiery in there, man. He was using all his big words against those senators. It was pretty fun. But RFK, obviously, is a very controversial subject. And when it comes to politics and medicine, vaccines, of course, it's been a combated kind of existence since he was nominated, right, as the secretary of the HHS. But he does have one stance I agree with. And he is bringing this back. And I hate the fact that this product was vilified years and years ago.
Lawn darts.
But he says that he and the HHS are going to bring this back, and they're going to make this normal again in America. And I love the idea of this because I believe this is the superior product in this realm.
Castor oil.
No. Do you know the answer, Deb?
No.
You should know the answer more than anybody. This is your wheelhouse.
Dairy.
This is
milk.
Whole
milk.
Gotta be
whole milk is
Amen.
the answer. RFK says whole milk will be normalized again. F skim milk, F 2% milk, F it all. Whole milk, tons of fat, nice and creamy, ice cold. Bring it to me now.
Well, wait. It's not illegal.
I know it's not illegal.
You can buy it in every store.
You can buy it, Jack, but it was vilified for years.
So you don't drink it?
Oh, I love it.
So then
nobody in my
no
family
problem.
drinks it. I have to buy a separate thing of whole milk because everybody in my family drinks skim milk.
So you
or 2%, 2%.
So you think RFK is going to make whole milk cool again,
dude,
where other people are going to drink?
I don't know what he's going to do. All I know is that he's saying he's bringing whole milk back, Jack.
It's just like it's heavy cream
There was
to me now.
No, it's not.
No.
Not even close.
It's so good
It's
for
not
you.
even close to half and half.
Great. No, it was great when I was growing up, and now maybe in my coffee I want to cut it, mix it. Fine, but
You use vanilla flavored whatever.
Yeah. You use stuff that's not even dairy, Jack. You put the worst thing in your body. That stuff that you put in your body is the worst stuff in your body.
You don't even know. I get the Aldi brand, and it's called Pure, and there's no oils in it. It's all natural stuff.
Why not just use milk?
Because it doesn't have that same flavor.
Oh, my God. Health and Human Services Secretary RFK and his health team want to bring back whole milk on September 9th. He said his Make America Healthy Again Commission presented its action plan to combat childhood chronic diseases in the U.S., which included changes to the, quote, broken food pyramid, which I think has been debunked for years now, right? Well. He said one of the greatest sources of misinformation in American history was vilifying whole milk for being, quote, fatty. And yes, it has saturated fat in it. That was the big push, right? Because that's what they were giving credit for making people fat, was eating whole milk or drinking whole milk, not paying attention to the 9 Cokes they were drinking that day.
Soda does seem to be a bit of a problem.
It's way worse. Yeah, I know.
I thought it was on the decline for a while.
Soda?
Has that changed?
I think
I just know the price is like doubled.
Yeah, I think the Obama administration did a really good job with kind of vilifying soda. I know Michelle Obama did her very best to do that.
Well, wait, time out. You say that like it's a bad thing. Are you defending soda? I know you love soda.
I do, but I'm saying you asked me a question. I told you the answer. Yes, soda had a downfall for a while, and I think it was during the years that Michelle Obama was trying to tell people, don't drink soda.
I thought it was on the slide before then.
Oh, really? I didn't think so. Because that's when they started taking soda machines out of schools, right? Yeah. Like in New York, they were banning the 32-ounce or the 30-ounce or whatever it was, the big sodas, and you could only get the smaller, the smaller portions or whatever.
Well, I remember that was New York. That was under Bloomberg.
Yeah.
But with soda, 2 liters, I remember I would only buy it when I would get it for 99 cents.
Yeah, and that's it. Hey, do you remember, was it when you went to school, like schools right now, the milk that they get in school, is that 2%? Is it skim milk or is it whole milk? Like when you go to your, and that goes for anybody, for high school, middle school, or elementary school. Do we know what kind of milk they get in school these days?
I do not.
I think maybe that's kind of what they're talking about, is reintroducing whole milk back into school systems, because I think that's kind of where most people get their milk, maybe.
I used to drink whole milk with my dinner. That was the normal. That was the staple with your dinner.
Dude, I'm telling you.
It would be whole milk.
There's nothing in the world like grabbing a half a gallon of whole milk from the store, throwing it in your freezer right when you get home, make an entire batch of brownies, let them barely cool, wedge them out of the gooey pan they're in.
What kind of brownies?
And then, fudgy brownies and walnuts.
Oh, okay.
Pour you a nice cold glass of milk, so cold that the top of it actually has crystals.
Oh, that's a little too cold
And
for
then
me.
slam it with that fudge brownie. God almighty.
Don't say it like that.
Fudge brownie.
Oh, that scared me.
All right, 407-916-1041. You can always text us at 770 what?
Do you know how much fat is in whole milk?
It's a bunch.
Well, you have 1% and 2%, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's 2% fat.
Yeah, yes.
What's in whole milk?
I do not know the answer to that.
Ah.
Yeah. I don't think it matters. You want that fat.
Well, it doesn't.
Fat's good for you.
I think it does matter. But
it has a lot of sugar. I think milk has sugar in it, too. A lot of sugar.
Texter says whole milk is 3.5%.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not bad. 3.5% fat per cup?
Doctor.
All right, 407-916-10401. Back in a sec with more of the Jim Colbert Show.
Our 2025 iHeartRadio Music Festival, live this Friday and Saturday from T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. Stream it only on Hulu and listen on iHeartRadio Friday and Saturday starting at 10:30 p.m. Sponsored locally by Rasmussen University.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Wishing you a safe ride in Orlando. Although there are very heavy delays you should know about, including the 429 toll northbound at the Apopka Expressway. That's exit 31. 3 lanes are blocked. Also 3 lanes blocked westbound of I-4. That's approaching Lee Road. A center lane is blocked on Semron northbound. That's at Lake Brantley Road, aka Academy Drive. But we're incident free on the Greenway and 408. Our Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line number is 866-676-8477. I'm Brian Black with your report.
This report is sponsored by HCA Florida West Volusia Emergency. HCA Florida West Volusia Emergency in DeLand is now open. Visit HCAFloridaHealthcare.com to learn more. This emergency department is part of HCA Florida Lake Monroe Hospital. This is not an urgent care center. Its services are billed at hospital rates.
Did you know that mortgage guy, Don, also does commercial and SBA, Small Business Administration loans too? And if you have an existing SBA loan with, let's say, a rate of 9% or more, then today is your lucky day, because that mortgage guy, Don, can refinance your qualified high-interest SBA loan to a low fixed rate of 8.25%. And if you want to buy a business or franchise, don't worry. That mortgage guy, Don, has your back and has over 50 sources for your SBA and business loans of all sizes. And you can get a quote with no hard credit inquiry. So don't miss the boat. Compare your quote at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Hey, I've got something you're going to love. You know Mahatma rice, right? For generations, it's been America's favorite rice. And now they've made it even easier to enjoy. Picture this, microwavable pouches of rice ready in just 90 seconds. And the best part? It tastes just like a homemade meal with delicious recipes like cilantro and lime, Mexican style, and classic jasmine. Perfect for home, work, or on the go. You're going to love it. If you're looking for something quick and packed with that homemade flavor, give it a try. Mahatma rice feels like home.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
You worked hard for your 401k, but if you've left your job, your money might be sitting in the wrong hands. I'm Jeff Jr. with Trajan Wealth, and it's very possible that the 401k that you have had for years has hidden fees and limited investment choices. But if you're no longer with the company, that 401k may be at the mercy of your former employer. All of these things could be costing you thousands. Rolling over your 401k into an IRA can provide better investment options that align with your long-term goals. At Trajan Wealth, we're fiduciary advisors that are held to a higher standard with no hidden agenda and no hidden fees. Don't let your retirement dollars sit in an old plan, and don't roll it over to your new plan without consulting Trajan Wealth first. Call Trajan Wealth today at 407-213-0000, 407-213-0000. 833-0000.
Advisory services are offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
September's your best time to buy a new GMC truck or SUV at Carl Black of Orlando. All qualified buyers get 0% financing on the 2025 GMC Sierra 1500 Elevation Crew Cab with the Turbo Max engine. Now, if you currently drive an eligible Buick or GMC, you can receive a total value of $12,031. That's 20% below MSRP on a new Sierra 1500 Elevation Crew Cab. Carl Black also has a limited number of 2025 GMC Hummer EVs and Sierra EVs. Buy now, and current eligible Costco executive and non-executive members will receive a cash allowance of $1,250 with your purchase or lease. You must finance through GM Financial. Loyalty cash offers apply to current owners of a 2011 or newer Buick or GMC, or current lessees of a 2020 or newer model. Chevrolet Buick GMC Orlando is located East Colonial Drive, 1 block west of Alafaya, or go online to carlblackorlando.com. GMC, we are professional grade.
Can you trust your home flooring needs to a 17-year-old kid that was in the paint department yesterday? No! Deal directly with Corey, the owner at Core Flooring. He'll beat anyone's price guaranteed. Core Flooring in Winter Park. Online at coreflooringfl.com.
Thank you for calling Spectrum. My name is Angie, and I'm in Orlando, Florida. How can I help you today?
Great. You're still there. It must be like 3 a.m.
We're always here 24/7. What can I do for you?
I know it's late, but I wanted to ask you about the best place to set up my router.
It's never too late. We'll have you up and running in no time.
Only Spectrum has 24/7, 100% U.S.-based customer support. It's only everything. Spectrum fiber-powered internet. It's the fastest and most reliable internet. Go to spectrum.com to learn more.
Are you shopping for hurricane impact windows? Get your free quote now, reeswindows.com.
Broadcasting live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1, Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeart radio station. Make us the #1 preset on your car radio and on the free new and improved iHeart Radio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show.
Afternoon, Jim and crew.
Hi.
Chris from Melbourne. Just heard your RFK take on the milk and the fact you said he may have some controversial views. I think that's a cop-out. He doesn't have controversial views. He has idiotic views that endanger Democrats, Republicans, independents, non-voters, and everybody in between. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
Just wanted to get that rant off my chest.
Sure, man. That's no problem.
Hey, Jimmy. Sorry to burst your bubble. You're dying on a hill with the whole milk thing. Skim milk is 1%. 2% obviously 2%. Whole milk is just about 3% milk fat. You're arguing over 1%.
No, we're not arguing at all.
Yeah, nobody's arguing. God almighty, dude. It's so crazy. People coming at us pretty on.
Have an ice cold.
Yeah, dude. It's just creamier milk. That's all it is. I don't care what percentage it takes to get it there. It's just a better product.
It's like heavy cream.
It's not really. Not even close.
It's all right. I can hang off the back of my ass. I don't mind.
Yeah, it's not even like when I use half and half for my coffee, and it's not even close to that.
Oh, I use half and half to make my mac and cheese.
So what is the other half of half and half?
Milk. It's whole milk and cream.
Whole milk and then cream.
Yeah, whole milk and cream is exactly what half and half is. Other than
what
delicious.
ratio?
I think it's 50-50. I think it's half and half. That's why it's half and half.
Just check it.
There you go. All right.
Welcome back to glad you didn't ask me that question.
The Jim Colbert
What time's at 3 o'clock per?
Welcome back. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here as well.
Who's buried in Grant's tomb?
Tombs aren't buried, so anyway.
There's a cool play on words.
There you go.
I would have answered that and been proud of myself.
Yeah. So there is an iconic company, and here's the thing. This is a bit misleading. Yes, they are filing for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, but really only part of their business. Their main business will always continue forward, but it really is a show of the change of times and how people are marketed to certain items. And by the way, this product we all buy multiple times every year. And this company is absolutely not only synonymous with this particular item, also synonymous in the entertainment world from about, I don't know, maybe 25, 30 years ago when they started their own channel and started making very cheesy movies.
I was going to say Kraft Heinz,
Hallmark.
but obviously that's not it.
Hallmark is the answer.
Really?
Yeah, so Hallmark and American Greetings, I think, control about 80% of the greeting card market, which is a gigantic business, by the way. And Hallmark, remember when their stores were in the malls? And you'd go into a mall and you'd see the Hallmark store and you'd go in there. Not only could you get a card, you could also get great gift ideas, wrapping paper.
We have a Hallmark store right by the Hobby Lobby in Mount Dora. It just opened recently.
Yeah.
Figurines.
I love the Hallmark store.
Yeah, because figurines, really cool stuff,
You can
right?
get a good baptism gift. You can get a Mother's Day gift.
It looks like those are going away. Those hard stores are going away. It says some retailers have lease obligations that no longer make sense. Consumers have changed their brick and mortar shopping habits and purchase online. Now, with the greeting card game, it's not because the stores weren't popular or because the product isn't viable anymore. Obviously, greeting cards are almost automatic. That's one thing that you can't. That's one thing the internet hasn't been able to make a dent in. There have always been these cards, these e-cards or whatever you could send. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants to get an e-card for their birthday or an e-card for Christmas or New Year's or whatever. Nobody wants that. You want a hard card somebody bought and either sent or gave to you, and somehow, some way, the greeting card business has avoided the internet scour.
And yet you wouldn't think that because there are no card stores. Most of the grocery stores, like where shopping is a pleasure, where you used to go in and count on finding a great card for a coworker's birthday. Now it's like two little rows of maybe you'll find the card you're looking for. And why is it so hard to find a Father's Day card from the cat? You find them from the dog all the time. But I got to search for one from the cat.
And I think that's probably one of the issues because you're right, man. That greeting card thing has become very specific.
Oh, it's great.
Like, here's my multicultural stepsister card.
Yeah, exactly. It's in Spanish. It's, absolutely.
But the funny thing is they actually do give credit to grocery stores and drugstores for the downfall of the Hallmark stores. They said that really you don't have to travel to the store anymore to get the prime choices because most of the drugstores, CVS, Walgreens, Rite Aid, if you're up north or whatever, or your grocery store is going to have multiple choices, and most people are going to be pretty happy with what they get at those stores. They're not going to really want anything more.
That's just because they've never been to a Hallmark store. They didn't know all of the other things that you could get. So you're right. You could go to a grocery store or a CVS or a Walgreens. You can get the gift wrapping bag with the tissue already in it. You can get a great card. Sometimes at those stores you can find a really nice gift, but if you were really tied for time and you wanted to get something that was really nice, wrap it up and put a card, you only had one store you had to go to.
That's right, yeah. But the problem is so few people do that anymore because the bar has been changed. I mean, back in the day, if you did that, it would be, oh my God, look what somebody went through for me. But it doesn't hit like that
look
anymore.
Look at what someone found on Amazon for me.
Exactly. So, Walmart, Target, and all the other stores have had a massive impact, and they give credit for online, but I don't know anybody that sends. I haven't received an e-card.
Oh, it's been years.
I don't even. So Hallmark cards, in 2020, they had 2,000 stores. In 2025, they only have 1,146 stores, and they plan on shutting down more of those. They're actually filing Chapter 11 right now. They're going to reorganize, and they're looking to trim as much as they can to keep some of those flagship stores open. How much do you believe that the greeting card business is worth here in the U.S.?
$4 billion. I don't know what that means, Deb. Good luck.
I don't either. I thought $7 billion popped into my head. I went the wrong direction. I know. Too bad. Jack, you win.
$6.5 billion. Deb, you're a winner.
Hey!
Rounding up. Boom.
Nailed it.
It says consumers. Well, excuse me. What'd you say, Jack?
He said $4 billion.
You still win, Deb, because it's $6.5 billion greeting cards, $5.6 billion in revenue. So it's still a lot. It's still a gigantic business. But these stores, and I have to tell you, I'm a bit sad there. There for a while, and probably nobody knows this. If you played cards or you played poker, there are certain levels of cards you want to play with, all plastic playing cards from a company like Copag. our GEM, GEM, are all high quality gaming cards. Because when you play poker, there's a lot of shuffling going on, and a regular kind of even plastic covered paper card, it doesn't really last that long. You can really wear a deck out in just one night of playing. And the plastic cards, although more expensive, would last forever. But you had to get them online or go to a specialty store. In Orlando, there really weren't that many. And I found out that Hallmark Cards for a long time carried high-level playing cards and poker chips and gaming dice.
Because it's a great place to get gifts.
And they had all of that, like on an end cap. I was walking in there trying to get a card one day. I was like, look at that. It's incredible. They had like badass sets of playing cards, like professional cards.
First of all, now I'm convinced Deb has stock in Hallmark.
Yeah, right. She loves it.
Like every woman, I have stock in Hallmark.
Secondly, you think maybe either text messaging or social media has also reduced the need or the use of greeting cards.
I would agree with that.
It's just, you're texting someone happy birthday, or you're posting on their wall, whatever.
Thank you. I mean, when was the last time you bought and sent thank you cards when it wasn't for like a big family event, a graduation, a wedding, a birthday party? I mean, thank you cards was something I regularly kept, because you never know, a business luncheon, some connection in the business world, you'd send a handwritten thank you note.
I have a box. I can't afford the stamps anymore.
Man, it's so funny.
Exactly.
When I would host the show for Jim back in the day, when Jim was still on the air, and I would host the show, almost every single time he'd send me a little handwritten card as a thank you. Even if I did it like 10 times, it would still he would take that. I always really respected that. He was very, very good at that. That's a very gentleman thing to do.
And then if he didn't get one, he'd say, "Oh, maybe I really sucked that day."
Right, exactly.
Ask me again.
Maybe I didn't do such a good job that day. And I wish I had that in me. I wish I had that gear to do that, and I don't. And I should be writing thank you cards every day of my life.
Right.
Like next week when all these people come in and out of their day to sit in and host and hang out with us, every one of those people should get a greeting or should get a thank you card from me.
Well, that's the great thing. You're right. And you're going to have all this free time on the cruise. You guys should just set up somewhere on the promenade deck with a stack full of thank you cards and some pens and some stamps. And think of the 3 hours of fun you're going to have.
But it's so hard to think about other people when you're so busy thinking about yourself.
Jack nailed it. I'm going to be honest with you. Completely
I know
nailed
he did.
it.
I was jealous.
And the whole time you were talking about with those cards and stuff, I was just the only time that you're saying that, I'm thinking, oh yeah, couples massage. Wasn't even really considering that at all. All right, 77031. That's how you text us. We have more to talk about when we come back. Let's see what we have here. 77031. So the world's most trustworthy companies. I saw this 2 days ago, and I found it kind of amazing. And really, to be honest with you, where do you think iHeartMedia ranks globally when it comes to entertainment like megacorps? Where do you think we rank?
Number one.
Not quite number one, but would you consider anything at all being a something like a sense of pride? I mean, you talk about globally.
Yeah,
all of the
absolutely.
entertainment entities that are out there. I wonder where iHeart fell. Plus your other favorite companies. I'll tell you that next.
Our 2025 iHeartRadio Music Festival, live this Friday and Saturday from T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. Stream it only on Hulu and listen on iHeartRadio Friday and Saturday starting at 10:30 p.m. Sponsored locally by Rasmussen University.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Wishing you a safe ride in Orlando, although there are very heavy delays you should know about, including the 429 toll northbound at the Apopka Expressway. That's exit 31. 3 lanes are blocked. Also, 3 lanes blocked westbound of I-4. That's approaching Lee Road. A center lane is blocked on Semron northbound. That's at Lake Brantley Road, a.k.a. Academy Drive. But we're incident-free on the Greenway and 408. Our Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line number is 866-676-8477. I'm Brian Black with your report.
This report is sponsored by HCA Florida West Fallujah Emergency. HCA Florida West Fallujah Emergency in DeLand is now open. Visit HCAFloridaHealthcare.com to learn more. This emergency department is part of HCA Florida Lake Monroe Hospital. This is not an urgent care center. Its services are billed at hospital rates.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here for my friends over at Mills Air. Love these guys. I've been doing business with these guys for 6, 7, 8 years now. And man, they kill it. They do such a great job. Everybody I talk to that gets service from Mills Air absolutely loves the interaction they have. Not only do they have great equipment, they have wonderful people who get there to do the job for you every single time perfectly. That's 30 years of experience talking, and that's what they do for you. Their text service all the brands. Don't worry about what kind of AC you have. And even better, Mills Air is a Carrier factory authorized dealer. That's important. It could get you up to $1,275 in rebates towards a brand new Carrier unit. You can always turn the experts at Carrier and certainly turn to family-owned and operated Mills Air. Call these guys today. It's 407-277-1159. Online, it's easy. MillsAir.com.
If you want to buy or sell your home quickly, call Nick Lee. For a guaranteed cash offer, visit thenickley.com.
The ultimate celebration of music.
Our 2025 iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One,
is happening this Friday and Saturday.
Live in Las Vegas at T-Mobile Arena. 16 artists, 2 nights, 1 stage.
Streaming live only on Hulu.
And listen live on the free iHeartRadio app.
This Friday and Saturday night, starting at 10:30.
Capital One is the proud presenting partner of iHeartRadio Music Festival, bringing great products, rewards, and services to its customers. What's in your wallet?
Jim Colbert Show question of the day is brought to us by WeAreBeyondABank.com. That's what happens when Brad Siebert, We Are Not the Banks, partners with Illuminate Bank. They are beyond a bank. And that, it makes them more flexible than ever. It also gives them license in all 50 states. We Are Beyond a Bank still has a primary focus of mortgages and getting you the money you need, from new construction loans, commercial lending, refis, or purchasing your dream home. You can use their Move Up Buyers program. I used We Are Beyond a Bank for my refi several years ago. Put me in a great position today because of Brad Siebert and his advice. You can contact Brad at wearebeyondabank.com, or new easier way to get in touch, just dial pound 250 on your cell, keyword Luminate. That's pound 250, keyword Luminate. NMLS ID number 150953, equal housing and fair lending.
It's the final days of the summer sales event at Greenway Kia. Every new Kia is discounted thousands off MSRP, and 0% financing is available. With 3 locations and one of the area's largest inventories, we deliver the selection and savings other dealers can't match. Our friendly, non-commissioned sales team is here to guide you, never pressure you. Stop by one of our 3 area locations or visit greenwaykias.com. I'm Joe Rossi, and I want to see you in a Greenway Kia.
Example stock number TG007443. Negative equity refinanced, expires 10/7/25.
Look, your body's unique, so why settle for a one-size-fits-all wellness plan? That's where Viome comes in. Viome uses advanced science to analyze your gut biome with a simple at-home test, so you know exactly what foods and supplements are right for you, all based on real data from your own body. And you know what? That's science you can trust. Go to Viome.com now and use promo code THRIVE to save $50 on your full body intelligence test. That's Viome.com, promo code THRIVE to save $50.
Is your AC working overtime? Your roof might be the reason. Upgrade now. Get 15% off and lower your energy bills. Real craftsmen, real experts, real roofers. Visit EustaceRoofing.com for a free estimate. That's EustaceRoofing.com.
Vámonos, Leesburg! Join us for the Fiesta en la Plaza Friday, September the 26th from 5 to 9 p.m. It's going to be delicious food, sizzling hot dancers, live music by me, Angel from the Monsters, the Latin Bridge Band, and yes, Del Toro Tequila will be flowing. Don't miss it. Go to leesburgflorida.gov for all the Fiesta details.
Sunset Walk presents the Best of Challenge Chili Edition, Saturday, October 4th at the Promenade. Join the cast of Real Radio 104.1's The Jim Colbert Show as we host the Best of Challenge. 10 venues competing to be crowned Best Chili at Sunset Walk. Participants include Margaritaville Orlando, The Wharf, Rockin' Brews, and Lizzie's Barbecue. VIP tasting tickets on sale now at sunsetwalk.com. Luxury RVs by Giant Recreation World Winter Garden. Spectators and parking are free. Plus, DJ Scotty B, live music from Luck of the Draw, Artisan Market, and Car Show. Best of Challenge Chili Edition, Saturday, October 4th at Sunset Walk.
Things today can seem kind of unpredictable. Who knows what's around the corner, right? Well, at Total Wireless, we want to give you something to be sure about. With us, you save 50% off Metro and Cricket when you switch with one line. Guaranteed. And you get to keep the phone and number you love. Visit our Total Wireless store today. 50% savings for unlimited plans versus comparable Total Wireless unlimited phone plans based on standard plan rates. Some customers may only receive the guaranteed savings after contacting us and validating the current plan rate. Excludes promotional, discounted, and bring your phone rates. For total 5G unlimited plan or higher, auto pay required. Applied on next renewal date. Additional terms apply.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
The NFL is off to a wild start.
Touchdown pass number 508 for Aaron Rodgers.
And the new season lives on iHeartRadio.
Touchdown Denver!
Local stations bring you the action live.
Touchdown Chargers!
Plus, fantasy advice and expert analysis with the official NFL Podcast Network.
Everything you love about football is on the iHeartRadio app.
That's a jet touchdown!
Just search NFL to dive in.
Sunnyside Air Conditioning, now using AI.
My AC stopped working.
Here's a random penguin fact.
No, I need cold air now.
Penguins mate for life.
I should have called Frank Gay.
Would you like to mate for life?
I'm calling Frank Gay.
When your home's air conditioning breaks down, you can count on our repairs to work for you for the long haul. That's the Frank Gay way.
That's the Frank Gay way.
FrankGayServices.com.
Are you shopping for hurricane impact windows? Get your free quote now. ReeseWindows.com.
Radio.
Or a $2.99
is available only at the
Sir, there's no other.
Want more from the Jim Colbert Show? Online at JimColbertLive.com. Still to come, we find out what's in the good sauce with Ross Padgett. Today at 6 on the Jim Colbert Show.
Hey guys, I hope you guys are doing well. So it's not difficult to find custom greeting cards or anything like that. You can go to Etsy. There's a lot of artists that do them and sell them and will ship them to you. Or you can use AI or design and print it at home. The printers nowadays that are at home are excellent. You can just buy the paper from anywhere and get it done. Thanks. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Hey, Ohana. Oh, yeah, do I remember the Hallmark stores. My mom, God rest her soul, used to like to collect the Precious Moments figurines. She had a massive curio cabinet with all kind of interesting stuff. So that was a common place for my brother, my sister, myself to go shopping. And boy, if you want to find a meaningful gift, you could definitely do it at that place. Aloha.
Aloha, brother. All right, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. I'm Jim, there's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here.
Yo.
Hey, don't forget Suds, Pups, and Pints coming up September 27th. That's just a couple weeks away. Big time free event in downtown Mount Dora. Going to be a blast. It's a dog washing family event. We're going to have a silent auction. Going to have the football on there. Drinks will be flowing. Dogs will be washing. So much fun. This is the third Suds,
annual
Pups and Pints. So be sure to make it down there, man. It's going to be great.
We really, really want to see you down there. It's only 3 hours, and like Jimmy said, thanks to Guinness Beer, we are going to have the dad pad with college football on.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to have a food truck, smoothie truck, dog treats for the dogs.
Oh, yeah.
Not only that, we are going to have a Jim Colbert lookalike contest.
Oh, what?
A Jim Colbert lookalike contest.
Says who?
That's right.
Says the people who are going to be there.
Are you going to be there?
I'm not going to be there.
Well, someone looking like you is going to be there.
I'll be getting a couple's massage at that point.
Another one?
Are you guys really doing that?
Oh, yeah.
Well, it depends. Can I borrow a box of cigars?
Yes, you can borrow a box of cigars.
Okay, we have a prize of a box of cigars for our Jim Colbert lookalike.
Oh, very good.
And speaking of box of cigars, Jimmy brought in 2 beautiful boxes of cigars and a bottle of Knob Creek.
Yeah, Knob Hill.
Knob Hill,
no,
sorry.
Knob Creek, yeah.
Knob Creek, that's going to be part of the Jim Colbert Show portion
Can I win that?
Of the silent auction package. You absolutely can.
And that's one of the Corona cigar God, why I can't.
It's okay. It's Wednesday.
Proprietary bottles. In other words, it's blended, you son of a bitch. It's blended specifically for them. It's actually on the label.
So you can't just walk into any ABC Fine Liquors and get that bottle.
You cannot. And that's a big dog bottle of whiskey. That's a strong one. It's strong.
It's strong?
Yeah. It's real strong.
Okay.
Got to be careful.
Yeah.
All right. I am Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here as well.
Yeah.
All right. So the most trustworthy companies in the world. Now they have them broken down into categories, but I found this kind of amazing. Actually, this is a Newsweek piece, and I mean it is like 20 pages long. I've just kind of marked some of the pages to go through some categories I thought you guys would think would be interesting. Right now, and I'll tell you why. Because we've talked on the air about some of these companies, and we didn't really have a lot of good things to say in those particular spaces. I'll start it off with this. Appliances and electronics. Who do you think is the most trustworthy appliance and electronics company?
Apple.
Frigidaire. It's probably going to be LG or Samsung.
Samsung is number 1. Whirlpool number 2. LG number 3. Sony number 4. GoPro, number 5.
Wow.
How about that? Hamilton Beach gets down there as well, and then it gets into companies like Makita and other companies like that. But, man, I got to tell you, what was the old adage that Jack used to say? If they make your TV, don't let them make your dryer.
Right, yeah. If it's an appliance you have in your living room, don't have it in your kitchen, and vice versa.
That's exactly it. And I think that's a great rule of life, because I'm going to tell you, I think Samsung makes like a wonderful television.
Love my Samsung television.
Wonderful
my
like
Samsung
electronics.
television.
But, man, I got to tell you, and LG the same when it comes to TVs. I've had LG TVs for years, but I would never buy another one of their appliances.
Which is why it's weird to me that they would be on the list of the most trusted names, because again, that's you hear from a lot of people who have issues with their LG appliances.
Yeah, 100%.
And others as well.
Yeah, 100%. And when I read that, I was like, God, that seems kind of crazy that would be there, considering that look, again, it could be just me, but I've read online when I go and try to figure out why these things are breaking, I was like, every single one's like, God, man, I'd never buy another. I'd buy a Samsung TV 50 times over, but I will never buy another one of their stoves or microwaves or anything like that.
Refrigerators.
Whatever the case may be, for sure. All right, let's get into, how about this one? How about consumer goods? And that would be like anything, the companies that you would, like anything in the grocery store or in Target, Walmart.
I would think that Campbell's is a name that's up there.
I think they're in food.
Okay, that
I think
would be
specifically
food.
in food. I'll give you an example. Bath and Body Works is on the list at number 6. Mattel is on the list at number 7. And this is number 1 is not an American company. Number 1 is a company called PZ Cussons. It's a UK company. But we have number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 all back to back here in the U.S.
Like grocery stores? Wegmans?
It's hard to explain. Procter & Gamble.
Okay.
Is the number 2 trustworthy company in the world.
Johnson & Johnson.
Johnson & Johnson's not up there, but Clorox company is.
Okay.
Colgate Palmolive is. Hasbro is a toy maker.
Well, that's the second toy maker, right? You already had Barbie. Now you've got Hasbro.
You had Mattel, too.
Mattel and Hasbro are right there back to back. Bic lighters.
Oh, yeah.
Is considered one of the most trustworthy companies. L'Oreal, the makeup company.
Once Snoop and Martha came out with their own Bic lighter, you knew it was on.
Did they really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
It was for lighting, candles.
Yeah, candles for sure.
Yeah, that little short, snubby nose for lighting candles.
All right, let's see what else we got here. The food one's coming up. The food one's very interesting here. Hold on one second. Let me get to this list is kind of crazy because the way it scrolls up. Let me get right here. We go. All right, so food and beverage. Food and beverage. You actually said one that's on the list.
Well, I'm going to go with Johnsonville Brats, but no, I said Johnson and Campbell's.
Campbell's is number 1.
Wow.
Campbell's on planet Earth is the number 1 trustworthy food and bev company.
Wow.
About this, 1, 2. We have the top 7, by the way.
Coca-Cola?
PepsiCo. Coca-Cola's number 3.
Yeah.
What do you think number 2 is? Tickle your sweet tooth.
Nabisco? No.
Hershey is number 2.
Okay.
So it goes Campbell's, Hershey, Coca-Cola, General Mills, PepsiCo, McCormick, the spices.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And Fresh Del Monte produce, which I guess is just Del Monte, like, pineapple and stuff like that. Kraft Heinz is up there as well. But those are the most trustworthy. Kellogg is up there for American companies. We do very well on this list globally.
Yeah, we do, but I don't think import as many foodstuffs like they get from us.
No, I don't believe we do either.
You'd have to go to the special, British section in the ethnic food aisle at Publix.
Don't say it.
Well, can you think of any more ethnic food than British food?
Don't say ethnic. Well, I go to that.
No, that's the aisle.
I know. I'm joking. When I go to that aisle and I look at the British food, I'm like, who eats that? That's a cake in a can. Right. But that's exactly what it is. Like a cake in a can.
The treacle.
Yeah, whatever that is.
Oh yeah.
Like
Spotted dick.
That's it.
Yep. There you go. That's what it's called.
All right. So when it comes to materials and chemicals, and again, we have number 1, number 3, and number 6.
3M.
God, that's such a great guess, Jack. And I think 3M is on here, but it is down the list a little bit more. The company that's number 1 is definitely a company that we've all used.
DuPont.
That's another great guess. Not on the top 10.
Really?
Yeah.
General Mills. No, that was the last question.
Sherwin-Williams.
Really?
Is the number 1 trusted company for materials and chemicals globally.
Except I hate their ad of paint covering the earth.
Oh, yeah?
I hate that.
Why not? Why?
Because it shows paint just covering the earth. It's like, well, we're living up to it. That's good.
Okay, what do you think the other number 1? I mean, okay, so number 2 is a company called Lind out of the UK. Number 3 is another household item. And I would bet if I polled the audience right now that 85% of the households have a can of this in the house.
Lysol.
No, that's a great guess, though.
Damn. Oh, WD-40
is the answer. How about that? WD-40 is the number 3 trusted company in the world for materials and chemicals.
And do not lose the little red straw.
You can't do that.
Or it's going to go everywhere.
Yeah. I don't like the trigger one. You know, the trigger can?
Oh, yeah.
I don't care for that. I like the can where I got the top can. I like that one better.
Oh, I like the trigger.
Trigger works fine.
Like the trigger.
I don't care for it. I don't know why.
Which is funny because you're such a trigger guy.
Yeah, maybe that he has enough triggers.
Exactly.
I don't think you can squeeze out. I don't think you have the control you do.
It's just a little pressure on the trigger, Jimmy.
Is that
Come
what
on.
it is? Maybe my trigger finger is a little heavy these days. Yeah, I found that to be quite interesting. That company was like WD-40 made it to number 3 there. I don't know.
Between WD-40 and duct tape, the world would fall apart.
Yeah, you're right, 100%. How about media and entertainment? This is another one. This is definitely, we did not come in, we didn't start even we didn't even hit the list until number 4. And then we went 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. But 1, 2, and 3 are definitely not U.S. companies, but they all are from one country.
Britain.
What's the
media and entertainment?
Oh.
So entertainment being everything you do, media, of course, being TV, any outlet like that.
Netflix.
Think of the biggest industry in the world.
Apple TV.
Oh, no, video games.
Oh.
Who is it?
So,
Nintendo.
Nintendo is the biggest, most trusted media and entertainment company in the world.
Which, if you remember during Jaden's 8-bit
he said they owned everything.
Update, that this is why they're not forced to change their games or come up with anything new, because they're like, well, we're Nintendo.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, Jack, you may know this better. What is Bandai Namco or Namco? That's another Japanese company. They're number 2.
Yeah.
And then Capcom is number 3, also another Japanese company. What do you think the number 1 American company is for media and entertainment?
Rockstar.
No,
EA Sports.
No, it's I'll give you an example. It's a park.
A park.
Central.
You're such an ass.
Lincoln.
You're such an ass.
No, I'm not.
Lincoln. No, I was talking to Jack still.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
so
that was her.
And by the way,
Menlo Park.
And kind of tell you're kind of forgetting this. Like it's entertainment park.
Oh, entertainment.
And nobody talks about them anymore.
Oh, Universal.
No. Yeah. Nobody talks about Universal. Six Flags is the number 1 most trusted company in America when it comes to media and entertainment. The one next would be Netflix, and I cannot believe that Netflix didn't hit the top 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, it goes Netflix, Warner Brothers, Warner Music Group, Scholastic, which is a U.S. company, and then EA, Walt Disney, Sirius, iHeartMedia coming in at number 13. I'm pretty proud of that.
Yeah.
I don't like that serious game.
Yeah. Pinterest is up there at number 14.
Oh, I love my Pinterest.
Paramount Pictures is up there.
I do.
Universal Music Group is up there.
Right up there with Etsy.
I think we did pretty well in this list.
I think we did great.
In the U.S. Let's go to retail. This is just, stuff you buy retail. Now, these are the stores.
Department stores, grocery stores.
Like, now, this particular one that wins is an online retail store.
Amazon.
That specifically deals with one group of people. Amazon comes in number 3.
Okay.
Not a group of people. They sell to one group. God, it's so hard to say that. Number 1 is Chewy.
Oh, yeah.
That's an online pet store, is it not?
Yes. Do you not get an order from Chewy?
I don't get orders from Chewy.
We used to.
Me, I used to too. Do you still get emails from Chewy? Because I do.
Jack, you'll love this. Costco number 2.
Woo, Jack.
Costco.
Go, Jack.
You think about that, man. That's pretty impressive. Costco is the number 2 most trustworthy retail establishment on planet Earth. Then it goes Amazon, Tractor Supply here in the U.S.
Oh, where you can get tires and a prom dress.
Lowe's, the Home Depot, Barnes & Noble.
Oh, I miss a Barnes & Noble.
Ulta Beauty is up there on that list. You don't like Ulta?
I like Ulta if you like parting with a lot of your money.
Oh, yeah. And oh, my God.
Yeah.
Are you more of a, what's the one that starts with an S?
A Sephora.
Are you?
No, Ulta, I go to wherever is easiest to me because I'm too old to give an F anymore.
Yeah.
Like if it's on the right side of the road, it's easier just to pull in.
Thank you. And if I'm going to take a left, how easy is it to get out?
100%.
Dick's Sporting Goods is on here. But how about this? Woolworths is still on this list.
They're still around?
In Africa.
What?
Yeah, in South Africa, Woolworths is still a thing.
You're going to get it from Jack. You know it. There you go.
Everybody
letting that one go.
Everybody from Granger to 1-800-Flowers. A lot of U.S. companies make the list of the most trustworthy companies on earth. And the reason I bring this up is we hear a lot in the, in media about how we are as a country and how we're viewed as a country. When you look at this list, man, we are destroying it when it comes to business. Most of the top 20 of these categories are companies based here in the U.S.
However, they're saying most trusted companies. How are they determining that?
I didn't look at the parameters, Jack. I'm going to be honest with you.
Because
It's okay. Here we go. Trust in a company stems from product quality and value, brand reputation, and customer experience.
Good.
That's what they base that on.
All right, so that's good news for all the companies there.
Yes,
it's not like they asked 1,000 Americans.
Right. Let's see what else we have here. I find this stuff so fascinating because of again, you only hear part of the story when it goes to the media sometimes, and you don't know how we kind of stand up. What do you think about technology? Hold on, let's go back this one here. How about textiles, clothing, and luxury goods?
Levi's.
Wow.
Good, right? She nailed it.
Number 2 most trustworthy company in the world is Levi Strauss.
Wow.
Now, number 1 is a company I've never even heard of, Brunello Cucinelli. It's an Italian company. Never heard of them. And of course, then you get into LVMH, which is Louis Vuitton.
Right.
And then Christian Dior in France. And our other top ranking company.
I was going to say, get back to a company I can afford.
Under Armour. Which I found kind of weird that but Adidas isn't an American company, is it? Wasn't that a German company when it started?
Oh, not the German.
The two brothers broke apart, and one started Adidas.
It might
and the
be
other
Germany. I know. European.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember from the Michael Jordan movie, Air.
Yeah. Yes, Adidas is here, by the way, and it is German.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Jack is going to be happy because this one's up there because I know he reps these quite often.
I do not.
You do. Tell me about it.
I do. I am wearing my pair right now, and they're the slip-ins.
Skechers, number 8 on the list
and slip-ons
for the most trustworthy company in the world. Skechers.
So listen, I don't wear Skechers. However,
I love Skechers.
They're all over the place. Right?
Yeah.
With their ad campaign and their new...
It's not a thing anymore, dude. It used to be a thing. You used to get ragged on wearing Skechers.
Yeah.
You don't get ragged on anymore.
Because now you have the celebrity endorsements, the slip-on shoe, which is like, oh, now you're speaking my language.
Right, exactly.
You don't even have to bend down.
Hey, a lot of doctors, a lot of healthcare workers will wear Skechers because of that hole. They don't have to touch their shoes. They can just put their feet into their shoes. They're built for standing on your...
They wear Crocs a lot.
A lot of Crocs.
I think
By the way,
Skechers are even more comfortable.
Crocs is on the list at number 12.
Yeah. Really?
Sure is, yeah. Victoria's Secret's on the list at number 37. That's kind of funny.
Yeah.
How about transport? Oh, no, they can't. Well, yeah. Let's just say that transport, logistics, and packaging, obviously, we kind of destroy there. UPS, FedEx.
Yeah.
Where's Aldi? That's what I want to know.
Where's DHL?
Nowhere.
Exactly.
How about travel, dining, and leisure? Now, think about your big establishments that deal with all of that. Travel, dining, and leisure. Hotel groups, stuff like that.
Hilton.
Hyatt, yeah.
Yeah, Marriott comes in number 1.
Oh, okay.
Marriott International is the number 1 most trusted travel destination or company in the world. It goes Marriott, Wyndham, Hilton, And then Krispy Kreme is up there, which is kind of weird. Domino's Pizza's up there. Texas Roadhouse is up there.
That's how I travel.
Exactly. Shouldn't that be under the food?
They have it under dining, which I don't understand because they had food and beverage earlier and they break it up. And then lastly here, we'll do vehicles and components. So vehicles, what do you think?
Ford.
Honda.
Toyota.
Number one vehicle component in the world, the most trustworthy? Harley Davidson.
Really?
Yeah, Harley Davidson. Yeah. Hyundai. Porsche is up there as well in the top. Ferrari, Kia, BMW. Let me see where Ford and Toyota's number 15, which is so ridiculous. Ford and Chevy don't even make the list, guys.
What about Honda?
Did not make the list.
Damn.
Which is sure?
Yeah, I don't. Hold on.
But keep in mind they also put Krispy Kreme with travel.
Excuse me. There's Ford at 18.
Okay.
Yeah, man. It doesn't show. Like Bridgestone and O'Reilly Auto Parts are up there as well. All right, 407-916-1041. Let's take a little break. We'll do trivia next. Load them up. It's time.
Do you want to play a game? Good. Jim Colbert Show Trivia is next. Call now. 407-916-1041.
This is Doug Gottlieb. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Mercedes-Benz.
UCF is trolling North Carolina football coach Bill Belichick, referring to itself as Central Football on social media after being misidentified this week. Florida running backs coach Jabbar Julicki will begin a 3-game suspension this week for his part in that pregame melee with LSU. And Mariners catcher Cal Raleigh, he passed Mickey Mantle for the most homers in a season by a switch hitter with his 56 last night. I'm Scott Davidson.
Looking for an exceptional driving experience? Find it behind the wheel of a Mercedes-Benz SUV. Experience the power, precision, and intelligence of an iconic Mercedes-Benz SUV at your local Mercedes-Benz dealer today.
Guys, tired of blurry vision and the hassle of glasses? The Filatowski Eye Institute has been earning Central Florida's trust for over 35 years with more than 65,000 successful LASIK procedures performed. And I know that firsthand. My son and my father-in-law, two of those people that had their lives changed virtually overnight, courtesy of the Filatowski Eye Institute. And right now, you can have an experience similar to that. How about this? Schedule your free LASIK exam and get $500 off each eye. That's right, $1,000 in savings if you elect a procedure. This offer is for a limited time, so take advantage of it now. Simply call 800-EYE-EXAM to get started. That's 800-EYE-EXAM. It's the Filatowski Eye Institute. Trusted, local, life-changing.
Don't miss comedian, actor, and writer Sheng Wang coming to the Hard Rock Live Orlando February 1st, 2026.
I've been reading a book for a few weeks. I'm still at the preface. I always pack a book, when I'm on tour, afternoon at the beach, a picnic. I always bring a book. I just don't read it. I'm not well read, but my books are well traveled.
Sheng Wang, Hard Rock Live Orlando February 1st. Tickets are on sale now.
Core Flooring Center, that's the expert to go to when it comes time to replace the flooring in your home. It could be the whole house. It could be one room. The person I know to talk to is Corey. He owns Core Flooring Center in Winter Park on 436. Great guy, but he offers a great product at the best price because Core Flooring has a huge selection, made in the USA, waterproof laminate, vinyl planks, wood flooring, even carpeting, gives you a lifetime installation warranty, but he also offers a best price guarantee on all installed products. You bring Corey a quote, he guarantees to beat it. Core Flooring also donates to Save a Life Pet Rescue, a no-kill shelter. Corey's a great guy with a great product, and he's going to give you the best price. And you want to save an extra $50? Tell him Jack from Real Radio sent you. Online at coreflooringfl.com.
Chelsea here, ready to upgrade your windows or patio doors? Right now during the Renewal by Anderson's Big BOGO event, buy one, get one 40% off, plus zero money down, zero payments, and 0% interest for 18 months. At Renewal by Anderson, our Acclaim Impact Replacement windows are built for Florida homes and designed to help you save money on your energy bills by maintaining indoor temperatures year-round. Offer expires September 30th. Restrictions apply. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free design consultation. License number CGC 1527613.
Here's something most of us don't want to think about, but probably should. Clay Travis and Buck Sexton here for our friend Mike Lester and the team at Talon Wealth Management.
That thing we don't want to talk about is a will. If you don't have one, Mike and his team would like to help you out.
They'll start you off with a comprehensive financial plan.
If you are 55 or over and have saved at least $250,000 for retirement, the Talon Comprehensive Financial Plan is complimentary. And when that plan's in hand, you will also receive the gift of a will and trust courtesy of Talon Wealth.
The folks at Talon Wealth are not attorneys, but they work with a group of attorneys who'll provide a will and trust at no charge to you. Reach out at 813-755-5000. 813-755-5000. One more time, that's 813-755-5000. And be sure and tell them that Clay and Buck sent you.
Advisory services offered through Talon Private Wealth, LLC, a SEC registered investment advisor. The information provided is for educational and informational purposes only and should not be construed as legal, tax, or financial advice.
What's up, people? It's Russ Rollins from the Monsters. Teddy Morris's Daytona Harley-Davidson has your $89 oil change to get you all geared up and ready for Triketoberfest and Biketoberfest. October is packed with vendors and concerts. It's got custom bikes and miles of beautiful scenery. That's out in Daytona. The best part, the Monsters in the Morning, broadcasting live. That's right, all the action live Thursday, October the 16th with a live broadcast. No matter what you ride, we want to welcome you to Triketoberfest and Biketoberfest at Teddy Morris's Daytona Harley-Davidson. Let's ride.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Are you 62 or older and wondering if a reverse mortgage can help you access the equity in your home? It's so easy to get a free reverse mortgage quote with that mortgage guy, Don. Just fill out the online questionnaire at thatmortgageguyDon.com, or you can make an office appointment to meet in person at 1401 Town Plaza Court, Winter Springs, Florida. Happy Home Mortgage, NMLS ID 2418348.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with that mortgage guy, Don.com.
2 hours ago, Kyle arrived at the bar.
Hey, what's everyone drinking?
30 minutes ago, Kyle got his friends another round of drinks.
Cheers!
5 minutes ago, Kyle decided to drive home drunk. A minute ago, a law enforcement officer pulled up behind Kyle.
Sir, have you been drinking tonight?
A chain of events that began 2 hours ago is about to change Kyle's whole world. Drive sober or get pulled over.
Brought to you by FDOT.
America's #1 app for radio is iHeart. Live radio, trusted DJs, breaking news, live play-by-play, plus the station you're listening to right now, anytime, anywhere. Join the millions who already have it. Open the free iHeartRadio app today. The #1 app for radio.
This earful of Real Radio is sponsored by Wassy's Meat Market, the best place to buy a big green egg.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now back to the Jim Colbert Show.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here as well, and he has the Jackie Sack. What's in it? All aboard.
Chugga chugga.
Choo choo.
Clickety clack, clickety clack.
Here we go. Let's take a look at what's in the Jackie Sack. How about a pair of tickets to Pinktober Velvet Sessions? This is featuring Sister Hazel. They play in the lobby of the Hard Rock Hotel here in Orlando. This is a very cool venue, very intimate when they do these events. This is happening September 25th. Also in the Jackie Sack, it's a little while off, but tickets just went on sale to see comedian Shang Wang at Hard Rock Live Orlando. That show is February 1st. But also in the Jackie Sack, dinner for two perhaps? Well, cheers to 20 delicious years, 3 courses, 2 exceptional prices. You can savor the flavors during the milestone 20th year. Hurry, it all ends on September 30th. Secure your open table reservations at over 160 restaurants. Of course, I'm talking about Magical Dining.
Yes.
You can see it at magicaldining.com.
Yes.
And today's dinner will be at Zeta Asia.
Never been there.
Zeta Asia.
Oh, nice. All right, Zeta Asia. Look, all the restaurants have been pretty darn good.
Very good.
Yeah.
So back to you, clickety clack.
Very nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5.
Oh, let's see. Let's go 3.
3 is Evan. Evan, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Doing good, buddy. Would you like to play a little game with us?
Absolutely.
All right, buddy, let's do it then.
Is he the puzzle master? Or is he the guy who's currently writing today's game? Can he be both? Let's find out. It's time for JCS Trivia.
All right, Evan, this is a real easy game, boss. Got a question here for you. 4 answers. One of these answers is not true.
No.
If you find it, though, buddy, I'll send you over to Jack and the Jackie Sack, and he can get you something nice for free. Are you ready?
Yep.
Here we go, buddy. On this day in 1683, Dutch scientist Antoine van Leeuwenhoek
Okay.
discovers the existence of bacteria.
Okay.
On this day, here are 3 fun facts about bacteria and 1 Jeremy lie. All right, buddy, we're talking about bacteria. Which one of these is not true? Number 1, the E. coli bacteria can travel 25 times their own length in 1 second. That's equal to a horse running 135 miles an hour. Number 2, ultraviolet light is more effective at killing bacteria than hand sanitizers. Number 3, the body has 10 times more bacteria cells than human cells. Or lastly, the smell of rain is caused by bacteria reacting to water in the soil. Which of those is a lie?
I'm going to go number 1.
No, that's absolutely true. The E. coli can travel 25 times its own body length in 1 second, which would be equal to a horse being able to run 135 miles an hour.
Oh,
pretty crazy, right?
No wonder it spread so quickly.
1, 2, 4, or 5.
Let's go 2.
2 is Amy. Amy, how you doing?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
Glad to hear that. Doing well. We're talking about bacteria today, Amy. Which one of these isn't true? Number 1, ultraviolet light is more effective at killing bacteria than hand sanitizers. Number 2, the body has 10 times more bacteria cells than human cells. Or lastly, the smell of rain is caused by bacteria reacting to water in the soil.
Number 2.
No, that's absolutely true. Bacteria is 10 times more prevalent in the human body than human cells.
Wow. And we really do need it.
And when you start talking about the numbers, it's like one of those 5 million, trillion ton of numbers. It's ridiculous. All right, 1, 4, 5.
Let's go 4.
4 is, how about 5?
Let's go 5.
Jessica, how you doing?
Jessica.
Good. How are you?
Doing good, Jessica. We're talking about bacteria today. Which one of these isn't true? You get a 50-50 shot here. Number 1, ultraviolet light is more effective at killing bacteria than hand sanitizers, or the smell of rain is caused by bacteria reacting to water in the soil.
I think it's 2.
No, that's absolutely true.
You made it, Puzzle Master.
Absolutely true. The smell of rain, that smell is bacteria basically reacting to water hitting the ground. All right, let's go up top. Jake, how you doing, buddy?
Good, my friend. It sounds like I'm going to be a winner.
Yeah, you are going to be a winner. Tell me if ultraviolet light is more effective at killing bacteria than hand sanitizers.
Correct. That is not true.
It is not true. Hey, do you know what is the most effective way to kill bacteria?
I thought it was the UV.
It's not. That's what I was just saying.
Soap?
It's not hand sanitizers. It's simple warm water and soap.
Yeah.
That's all it is. I'm going to put you on hold, buddy. You are a winner, though. Very good job. Yeah, when you start looking at it, really, it's heat is the number 1 killer. So warm water. It doesn't even have to be hot because it has a protective shell, and it just kind of melts it and kills it.
Do you know how long what you're supposed to do when you're washing your hands?
Like 20 seconds or something like that?
Happy birthday twice?
Yep, sing happy birthday twice.
Oh, really?
And that will give you the time they say to wash your hands.
All right, a couple other things you may not know about bacteria before we get to the top of the hour. Talk to our buddy Ross Padgett. How many species of bacteria are known, and they know that they haven't even come close to identifying all of them? How many have they identified?
5,000.
Great guess.
10,000
is the exact answer.
Whoa, Jack nailed it.
Dong it up, Jackson.
I know my bacteria.
Dong it up, Jackson. Yeah, many more expected to be discovered. Matter of fact, they say that when they go in the ocean, I mean, you can go in there and just on a day and like see stuff you've never even seen before, like when they do ocean studies. You are more likely to be infected with flesh-eating bacteria than being struck by lightning.
Oh.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. And then lastly here, wearing headphones for just 1 hour will increase the amount of bacteria in your ears by how many times?
I don't know, but we don't want to know this.
200 times.
250 times.
70 times, Gray. So in other words, every day of our life, we wear these things for basically 4 hours a day. The bacteria in our ears will be considerably higher than anybody you know out there that doesn't do this.
Oh, so go home and rub your ears on them.
And don't smell your headphones. Don't.
Ew.
All right, back in a sec.
Have you done that? Ew.
Oh, boy. Smells like my dog's armpits. It's weird. All right, back in a sec with Ross.
Our 2025 iHeartRadio Music Festival, live this Friday and Saturday from T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. Stream it only on Hulu and listen on iHeartRadio Friday and Saturday starting at 10:30 p.m. Sponsored locally by Rasmussen University.
From the Odoo.com Traffic Center. Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
Hoping your ride is a safe one in Orlando. Right now, very heavy delays still, including southbound of the Turnpike due to an incident that has a lane blocked to US 192. You can feel that approaching and beyond the Greenway. A disabled vehicle eastbound of I-4 at Princeton Street, as well as the 429 toll northbound at Apopka Expressway. 2 lanes are blocked, causing a delay. We are clear on the Greenway itself. No incidents reported on the 408 either. Our Valvoline instant oil change traffic tip line number is 866-676-8477. I'm Brian Black with your report.
This report is sponsored by Fresh from Florida.
You can depend on Florida farmers. Our farm is where we live and work. It's where we raise our families and provide for yours. When you shop for Florida-grown fruits and vegetables, look for local. Choose Fresh from Florida, the homegrown brand of Florida farmers.
Hey, everybody. Jim Colbert here with my friends over at Rebath in Mid-Florida. Man, these guys are awesome. And if you have a home that has a bathroom that needs to be replaced or remodeled, please consider these guys, not only for time, but for money as well. They do an incredible job with incredible products. Their showroom is super easy to find, 436 up in Altamont. They're right across from Kobe. You can find them easy. And when you walk in, you are going to see some models set up. Now, this is not a Chinese menu. You're not picking 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. What they're doing is trying to show you different bathroom configurations with their product list, which is expansive and awesome. Multiple choices of tubs and toilets and lights and cabinetry and tile. It's all right there. And if you mention the Jim Colbert Show, they're going to throw in a 10% discount on your bathroom. That could be thousands of dollars. So don't play, man, and get over to their website and check out what they've done before with other people. The jobs are amazing. You're going to love doing business with Rebath. That is rebath.com.
Look, your body's unique, so why settle for a one-size-fits-all wellness plan? That's where Viome comes in. Viome uses advanced science to analyze your gut biome with a simple at-home test, so you know exactly what foods and supplements are right for you, all based on real data from your own body. And you know what? That's science you can trust. Go to Viome.com now and use promo code THRIVE to save $50 on your full body intelligence test. That's Viome.com, promo code THRIVE to save $50.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
Protect your home with Reese Windows and Doors, trusted for over 50 years to deliver the highest quality factory direct hurricane impact windows with most installs done in less than 8 weeks. And now the giveaway's even bigger. Win $25,000 in new windows absolutely free. Just text WOW to 20129. Already entered? Then you're automatically eligible to win $25,000 in new windows. Don't wait. Text WOW to 20129 today.
Can you trust your home flooring needs to a 17-year-old kid that was in the paint department yesterday?
No!
Deal directly with Corey, the owner at Core Flooring. He'll beat anyone's price guaranteed. Core Flooring in Winter Park. Online at coreflooringfl.com.
The Just Call Mo Comedy Jam is back. The 4th annual showcase hits the Orlando Funny Bone Thursday, October 2nd, and tickets are only $20, and it all benefits a great cause, the Yellowbrook Road Foundation. Grab your tickets now at mocomedyjam.com before they sell out. That's mocomedyjam.com.
Sunnyside Air Conditioning, now using AI.
My AC stopped working.
Here's a random penguin fact.
No, I need cold air now.
Penguins mate for life.
I should have called Frank Gay.
Would you like to mate for life?
I'm calling Frank Gay.
When your home's air conditioning breaks down, you can count on our repairs to work for you for the long haul. That's the Frank Gay way.
That's the Frank Gay way.
FrankGayServices.com.
Serving Central Florida since 1959, Eustace Roofing delivers expert care with every roof. Enjoy VIP treatment and get 15% off your new roof this month. Real craftsmen, real experts, real roofers. Schedule your free estimate at eustaceroofing.com.
Is it a cold, allergies, or could it be a sinus issue? Aspire Allergy and Sinus can help you find out.
A recent study has shown that 45% of patients who suffer from allergies also suffer from chronic sinus issues that are often left untreated. So ditch those nasal sprays and over-the-counter meds for good and find a solution that actually works at Aspire Allergy and Sinus. Go to aspireallergy.com to schedule your appointment. That's aspireallergy.com.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Hey, can you blow up some balloons for Jack's party?
I can't. I'm so congested.
You need Sinex Severe from Vicks.
Sinex Severe nasal spray.
Yeah, just Sinex. Breathe.
Sinex Severe instantly relieves nasal congestion and works 6 times faster than nasal decongestant tablets. The 12 hours of relief allow you to get back to the moments that matter without congestion.
Daddy, we need more balloons.
On it! Try Sinex Severe from Vicks. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
Car crash? Call Klausman. KlausmanLaw.com. That's KLAUSMAN.
It's a crime to pay more than a dime. One dime down at RC Hill Mitsubishi in DeLand. Just go to rchill.com.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Coming to you live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Accidents happen, but Mo's here to help. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Visit JustCallMo.com or call 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeartRadio station. Make us the #1 preset on your car radio and on the free new and improved iHeartRadio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show.
Deb, you pretty much nailed it. Purple shorts, knee-high socks, and milky white legs. But also, Jimmy, it's so beautiful that you're just openly talking about how cute you think Ross is on the show. I mean, it's just great that you're finally coming out to appreciate that fact. I mean, he basically is the twink to your bear. Big T out.
I did not say that.
Truth bombs. You remembered Ross's pickleball outfit and credit it to me.
Well, I think I remember seeing you in short shorts and knee socks.
No, and you said, thank you, Jack, that I look
Where have
cute.
I seen you? I've seen you in that.
No,
I've
you
seen
have
you in
not.
some short shorts and knee socks.
No, I'm sorry, you have not.
Well, I did look through your window in the house one year.
Then all I was wearing would be the knee socks.
Sorry, 407 916 1041. You just did it for about 10 truckers. Sorry. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here as well.
Yeah.
Let's see. Wednesday nights around 8 o'clock. What happens here on. Oh, yeah, it's Good Sauce. Ross and Joel. You guys give it up for Ross.
Yay!
Oh, yeah. This is me live finding out and just remembering that I have not sent Jack the email that has tonight's podcast. But do not worry. It still will happen. It's already done. It's just I need to send that email. But yes, episode 74 of Good Sauce is going down tonight.
Love it. Love it.
We
love
hope.
it. How's it going, buddy? How's your week been?
Dude, it's been going good. I saw you guys yesterday. I mean, someone's got to remind them, right?
Yeah.
I am the twink to your bear. I will forever be, I can't say that joke, but I am the twink to your bear.
Look at
tonight's topics, Jim, I think you're really going to resonate with this opening one. Now, I don't know how actually you will resonate with this because it's a big topic on tonight's episode. And I asked Jack this question right before, and I don't know how he's going to respond to it live on air. We talk about wealthy friends.
Wealthy friends?
Wealthy friends. We've always had them since you were a child all the way up until being an adult. And here's the thing. I'm not saying that I'm pretty sure I just had the epiphany right now that wealthy friends also have wealthy friends.
Sure, yeah.
And they're just wealthier.
Yeah,
so it's going to be
just wealthier friends, right? Yeah.
Yeah, so that effect still happens to the millionaire whenever they come across someone who makes $500 million, whatever that is. that feeling when you're like, oh yeah, I do not have that.
I will tell you, I got a story about that, real quick one for you. I got invited to go to Mardi Gras by a prevalent business owner here in Central Florida who has done quite well for himself. And he goes, hey, you and the wife should go to New Orleans and go to Mardi Gras with us. We stay at the Royal Sonesta. We do all this other stuff and blah, 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 blah. And the whole time that he's talking, I'm adding up because we'd been there a bunch and I knew exactly what all that stuff cost. I mean, Mardi Gras, during Mardi Gras, a room at Royal Sonesta, I think the minimum booking is for 5 or 7 days. And I think it's like $1,200 or $1,500 a night. So just the room,
that's a big no for me.
Just the room alone would have been like $9,000 before we even get on a flight. And I was like, no, dude, that is not not that speed, not doing that world. So yeah, it happens all the time.
I'm so happy that you also have those moments because I don't want to put words in Jack and Deb's mouth, but I think I just might. Jim, you kind of are wealthy friends. Yeah, in the sense of like you're not a multi-billionaire, but I remember when you were talking about like the car situation yesterday live on air, and I was like, yeah, man, God, dude, I've had 2 cars and one of them didn't even count. One of them ran off of scurvy and HPV.
Yeah.
And by all means, it's not anything that I slight or anything, but I don't want to come off like that. But like we also talked about when we were kids and we had wealthy friends. Whenever you went over,
Someone's house, if they had a nicer house,
or a sunken den or something like that,
the ice maker,
a water bed. If you had a water bed at the right time. For me, you might as well just be dipped in gold.
If you had a TV in your room as a kid, I mean,
Saudi prince.
Oh yeah, you were a Saudi prince for sure. By the way, do you? But real quick, do you include family members in this? Is it specifically friends?
A tough call. We never talked about wealthy family members because I also have a family member who's done quite well, and to be honest, I have experienced things all the way from different sunsets on different lakes to different foods that I would never have ever tried if I didn't just get the luck of the draw of being born in a family that has a wealthy family member.
And that happens to everybody, and it's all subjective. I remember we had an Uncle Frank when I was growing up, and Frank was a construction site kind of manager. He wasn't even the owner, but it was a big deal. He made a lot of money, and they lived in a nice house, and they would go to Disney and stuff. And then when I look back, when I go and see that house now, that house is just like a regular house. I mean, it's nice, but it's not like anything like a mansion, but it's all subjective to what we're used to at that point.
And it's the same feeling that you could get when you pull up to a bar and then all of a sudden someone hits the wrist with a nice Rolex and you're like, yeah, dude, nope, that's not me. That ain't me.
Yeah.
But you can still have a very fun and friendly conversation. And I don't know, there's not a bad time to say this. I would advise to anybody to talk to wealthy people, not in a negative light, but just in a first and foremost, a human light.
Yeah.
And it's always been very interesting and fascinating learning about, I remember I did a private gig and by the end of it, there's only like 5 people there, but the 5 people that were there were all multi-millionaires. I think the show lasted about 55, maybe 60 minutes long. The hangout after was like 3 hours and we had a blast and the conversation. Do I remember it? No, but I'm happy that I got to hang out with wealthy people that night.
And you know what? You could have friends or family members that have done quite well for themselves, but, like most of the people I know that have money, you could never tell by looking at them. Not what they're driving, not what they're wearing. You could never, ever tell that they're worth $3 or $4 or $5, $8 million. You can never tell it. They just don't roll like that. There's no fancy watch. There's no expensive shoes or suits or big, fancy cars or houses. They just live very mildly and have saved and invested well. That's most of the people I know that have money.
Now, I got to be careful on how I word this because we're talking about wealthy friends, but we can't talk about the yin without the yang here, Deb.
Okay.
Why'd you put me as the yang?
No, I'm pulling you in. I'm Jack. You tune up too.
Settle down.
Everyone. There's a yin to the yang of wealthy people, and that is none of us. In fact, that's not who I'm talking about. I think we all know the broke friend. The broke friend. The broke friend.
Yes, I know. Yes, I'm the broke friend. Yeah. Yeah.
Let me. How can I put it like this? My last fantasy football league last year was $110. Every year it's $100, but last year it was $110. Give you one guess why?
One owner couldn't pay.
Because we have a broke friend in the league. Now, listen, props to the commissioner for throwing down the rule of like, we're not kicking out our broke friend. Yeah. Our broke friend stays.
This guy must be really well liked.
Yeah. So if
he is incredibly liked.
If he won money, does it go to the ownership group first?
That's a great point.
Before it went to him?
Yeah, does he pay off his debts with a little interest before he collects his cash?
I did not plan on talking about all the nitty-gritty details, but it's a great question. I have a great answer. He's very good at fantasy football.
So he borrows money that wins.
So yes, it would get taxed, but we all expect him to win probably 1 out of every 2-3 years. So it's kind of a wash.
2-3 years?
Yeah, and that's also might be one of the reasons why he's broke, is he spends a lot of time doing fantasy football.
Well, how about just sports gambling in general?
Sports gambling in general. You got to do that for entertainment, not as financial institutions.
Yeah, you don't.
That's the rule of that.
Yeah, don't bet your kid's college fund on the Eagles.
No.
And you can be broke without being what I am talking about of being the broke friend.
Right, yeah.
If you show up to a bar and then all of a sudden are like, I need a ride home. Hey, man, you got me on an Uber? Like, what?
Oh, yeah.
You don't got yourself on an Uber?
I got to tell you, we had a buddy like that back in high school, and I was just like, hey, is this person going to be there? And I'd be like, nope, I'm not going. I'm tired of buying this dude beers. I'm tired of giving this guy beers or watching him bum cigarettes from everybody. But again, he was popular, so everybody thought it was cute for a while. Then everybody was like, this dude's a bum. He's like a straight up bum.
Yeah, you're really cool and popular, and you're awesome. You're super funny. You owe me like $1,200.
Right. Until you've ganked 7 packs of cigs from me, and then it's all done.
Before I keep talking about episode 74, the last couple of 2 topics that we really hit hard. First of all, we do definitely talk about Charlie Sheen tonight, because I'm still blown away by that documentary, because man, that literally put me on a different trajectory of the next time I see a celebrity meltdown, or literally anybody having a meltdown, I'm not going to ever go in line and buy the merch for said meltdown.
Yeah, don't do that, right? Not good.
That's not for me. Another thing, it's a first time for everything. Episode 74, Jim, I cry laugh.
Oh, really? At what?
I got the giggles. And it's all from, dare I say, the weirdest voice that is on 104.1 at the very least on Wednesdays. Nico Renato opens up some truth bombs that I did not know about him. I know that, listen, when you have a dragon tattoo, you obviously like dragons.
Right, yeah.
I wasn't expecting him to break down the 4 genomes of dragons.
He's a bit of an expert.
This guy's like a treasure chest of topics.
I wasn't expecting him to tell me the difference between a dragon and a dragon. I know you're curious, Jim. Dragons, Norway. Dragon, China.
Did not know that. You're 100% right. That is information.
17 different types of dragons.
Yeah, that's information I'm going to use for the rest of my life.
If you are into that type of stuff, he had me rolling knowing all of this dragon lore. Way too much dragon lore.
And what makes it funnier is you had no idea, and you've known this cat for years. You had no idea it had a dragon kink.
Oh, well, I've known that he has had a dragon kink, but I wasn't expecting to break down the 4 genomes quickly as if it's a dumb moment for the rest of the room, you know? Like, you don't do...
He's reading a
Who
tat.
does that?
Right.
But it's all going down to episode 74. I have my laughiest moment, and it's up to our listeners and everyone driving home or to their late-night job to decide whether or not you will cry laugh at my great friends and producer of Good Sauce with Ross and Joel, his immense dragon knowledge.
And that'll be emailed to Jack in no time.
I don't know if he knows how this works. I don't know.
We're promoting something that isn't even in the system yet. I love that.
This is a coin flip.
Yeah. It's
going to be fine. Don't worry. I got you, Jack.
All right, Big Dog. We'll see you tomorrow. You guys give it up for Ross Padgett. There he is.
Yay!
He'll be live in studio with us.
Episode 74.
Tomorrow, episode 74 drops tonight, 8 o'clock. That's Good Sauce. You can check it out on there or the app and find out where stand-up is at rosscomedy.com. Good seeing you, buddy. We'll see you tomorrow. Oh, good job. I like that.
Much love.
Pints.
See you tomorrow.
All right. 407-916-1041. Text us, 77031. Our buddy Ray Trenley up next for a Wednesday edition of Ray Trenley.
Our 2025 iHeartRadio Music Festival, live this Friday and Saturday from T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. Stream it only on Hulu and listen on iHeartRadio Friday and Saturday starting at 10:30 p.m. Sponsored locally by Rasmussen University.
Very heavy backups on the southbound Florida Turnpike from the Orange Blossom Trail all the way down to the 192 exit. Earlier accident appearing to move out of the roadway in that stretch. Major delays on westbound I-4 by Colonial Drive as well as by the Beach Line and going between 192 and the US 27 exit. If you see traffic problems, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Steve Foster.
This report is sponsored by Duke's Mayo. Duke's, it's got twang.
This is the Duke's country song. It's a song about good mayo. Duke's Mayo. It'll make any dish sing. Get Duke's Mayo in store. It's got twang.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here with my friends over at Eustace Roofing. Man, if you need a new roof here in storm season, make this move. These guys have a great deal coming up. I'll tell you all about it in a second. 2021, they were the National Roofing Company of the Year. 4.9 Google rating with over 1,000 reviews. And they've been in business since 1959. Protecting Florida homes for over 65 years is what they're all about. They do have no interest financing. And although it is Eustace Roofing, they serve all of Central Florida. Plus, these guys are metal roofing experts. They manufacture it right on site, so it fits your home perfectly, and they may be able to satisfy your insurance carrier by simply cleaning or rejuvenating your roof, adding years to it. And if you act right now, how about a 15% discount on your new roof during their storm season sale? Just visit eustaceroofing.com to schedule your free estimate today. It's the real roofers, real craftsmen, real professionals, real experts. It's Eustace Roofing.
Core Flooring Center in Winter Park is the go-to destination for flooring. Visit coreflooringfl.com.
The ultimate celebration of music.
Our 2025 iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One,
is happening this Friday and Saturday.
Live in Las Vegas at T-Mobile Arena. 16 artists, 2 nights, 1 stage.
Streaming live only on Hulu.
And listen live on the free iHeartRadio app.
This Friday and Saturday night, starting at 10:30.
Capital One is the proud presenting partner of iHeartRadio Music Festival, bringing great products, rewards, and services to its customers. What's in your wallet?
At Rental World, we've proudly served Osceola County since 1971 with top quality equipment, competitive prices, and unbeatable service. From mini excavators and stump grinders to pressure washers and dump trailers, we've got what you need to get the job done right. Need it after work? Ask about our half-day and weekend specials. As a Steel Elite dealer, we carry everything from chainsaws to trimmers, plus concrete tools, mixers, and more. Visit RentalWorldFL.com or stop by today. Rental World, making your job easier for over 50 years.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change-outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
Take your taste buds back to when French fries were invented and cooked in beef tallow. Steak and Shake has brought that back. No preservatives, no additives, just 100% beef tallow for the best fry. Crispy on the outside and potato on the inside. Beef tallow fries only at Steak and Shake. You'll love it too much.
I'm Jeff. I got a call that my wife Katie was in a bad car accident and was airlifted to Shands Hospital. When I got there, she was in surgery for a brain injury. She's had a long recovery. We needed an attorney. Our close friends recommended Glenn Klausman. Glenn Klausman was available 24/7 to help. We've been blessed by my wife's recovery. The results from Glenn Klausman's efforts were way more than expected. He's more than an attorney for us. He's a friend. Call him at 407-917-1718, KLAUSMAN law.com, office Winter Park.
It's the final days of the summer sales event at Greenway Kia. Every new Kia is discounted thousands off MSRP, and when you trade in your vehicle, over 40 Greenway dealerships compete to buy it, meaning you could get up to $10,000 over Kelley Blue Book fair market value. And our friendly, non-commissioned sales team is here to guide you, never pressure you. I'm Joe Rossi, and I want to see you in a Greenway Kia. Visit greenwaykias.com.
Example stock number TG007443. Negative equity refinance expires 10/7/25.
Look, your body's unique, so why settle for a one-size-fits-all wellness plan? That's where Viome comes in. Viome uses advanced science to analyze your gut biome with a simple at-home test, so you know exactly what foods and supplements are right for you, all based on real data from your own body. And you know what? That's science you can trust. Go to Viome.com now and use promo code THRIVE to save $50 on your full body intelligence test. That's VIOME.com, promo code THRIVE to save $50.
In a market full of noise, trust the Nickley Group to give you straight answers and smart real estate advice. The Nickley Group, Orlando's home team. Thinking of buying or selling a home quickly? Just call Nickley and tell them Jim Colbert told you to call. Nobody does guaranteed cash offer on your home better than the Nickley Group. Get your own team of local experts. Secure more money twice as fast. Real experts that get real results. The Nickley Group with Keller Williams Realty. Visit thenickley.com.
Insurance companies often play tough, offering you the bare minimum for your injuries. But why settle for less? With me, Mo DeWitt, your Orlando injury attorney, you pay nothing unless we win. Don't let the insurance companies push you around. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.
BJ's Wholesale Club has always been proud to offer great prices every day.
Wow, every day? Like even tomorrow?
Exactly. Tomorrow is included in every day.
And the next day?
And the day after, and the day after, and the day after. That's great prices every day on everything at BJ's, including 3-pound rotisserie chickens, just $4.99. Land O'Lakes White American Cheese, $5.49 a pound. Plus great prices every day on everything in the club. Join at bjs.com/join for savings every day.
At Racetrack, you'll find everything you need to get through the day ahead.
The morning hits hard when you get up early. You're obviously tired and looking surly.
Grab some made-in-store breakfast, freshly ground coffee, ice-cold drinks, delicious hot food, and snacks all in one stop.
The day is long and can feel like a grind, but you'll get fully stocked and everything will be fine.
Racetrack is here to keep you going.
An all-day haul to get you.
Racetrack, whatever gets you going.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Reese Impact windows are guaranteed for life and transferable when you sell. ReeseWindows.com.
Radio now comes with moving pictures. The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube. Subscribe and watch.
Hey, Jim, bro, you have got to mention the #1 consumer-rated fresh fish market in the Atlantic. That's in the Atlantic Seafood Market. So I guess if I'm planning on bringing Poke over next week, oh, that's right, you're gone. Wondering if you could get that on the cruise ship, bro. I don't know. Anyway, we gotta talk.
I just have a question. We've got kissing bugs and bug fecal matter smeared into our eyes. Now we're talking about bacteria. Are you trying to skeeve me out? Are you trying to put me off my dinner? What's going on?
Trying to inform
Love
you.
guys.
Thank you. That's all. All right, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually on Mondays, this gentleman drops by, but schedules are schedules sometimes, so we decided to move it to Wednesdays. You can find his firms, TK Law, onefirmforlife.com. Offices right there in Altamont Springs. He's one of our buddies. You guys give it up for Ray Trenley. There he is.
What was more important was we had to watch the Bucks win another game, and that's a good primer for the Buck Bus. And so,
the Bucks Bus is going to be on fire for you guys.
It's going to be a good time.
Yeah. And have you've been to an NFL game before, right?
I have. My very first NFL football game was Green Bay Packers, Miami Dolphins.
Oh, good
Dan
one.
Marino, Brett Favre, early 90s.
Oh, yeah.
It was, I haven't seen a football game like that since.
It's kind of cool, though, because I think you guys are going to see, if I heard right this morning, Angel Rivera has never been to an NFL football game.
Oh, really?
I did not know that.
Yeah, I think I heard this morning that he's never been to an NFL football game. I think I heard that right. Which would be kind of cool because if you've never been to a game and you get into the realm after only seeing it on TV, it's kind of cool. The first time I went to a Major League Baseball game, I remember I tripped out for about the first 3 innings because it was just bigger than life, you know?
I remember going to the Marlins when they had their, not exhibition, when they had their first game. Actually, I found the baseball I got from the very first Marlins regular season baseball game. And that was my very first Major League Baseball
like
game.
a foul ball or a souvenir?
They were handing them out to all the kids.
Oh,
it was
I see.
back in the day when they just hand stuff out. They didn't care about the cost. They were just, here you go.
Back when life was great.
Back when life was great.
So real quick, so today on the Monsters, and Ray was instrumental in picking a person to win tickets to join us on the Bucks Bus.
Yep.
We gave away a pair on Real Radio's Instagram, and there are still 2 ways where you can win. You can't buy these tickets. One is on the website at realradio.fm/bus. There, you can enter online. You get the ways to get extra entries that way. And the final pair we will give away is next Wednesday on the Jim Colbert Show.
Nice.
How about it?
We're not going to force Ray to pick the winner, though.
Yeah, that was brutal. I'd be like, I could make a decision, but that
he had to pick between 3
one of
people
3
who
people.
really wanted it.
Hey, you were on the show this morning. Am I right? Did Angel say he'd never been to a game or no?
Yeah, I was on the show.
You don't remember that?
I don't remember him saying that.
Yeah, that's all right. I mean, I thought
But he might have.
Yeah, okay. No big deal. Ray drops by usually on Mondays, kind of go over some cases that are happening out there, give you a better clarification of what the law looks like in real time. What do you got for us today, buddy?
So this was an interesting story I saw. And part of what makes this interesting is there's some parallel here in Florida. They've been doing some longitudinal studies, and in Kentucky, they've seen the divorce rates go down by almost 25%.
Damn.
Over the last 3 years. And what they're saying is the reason for that is 3 years ago, Kentucky went from you got to kind of prove that equal custody is in the children's best interest to moms and dads are equal time sharing. Now you've got to prove that'd be a detriment to the children in order to go anything other than 50-50.
Oh, it's like that thing Florida did like 5 or 6 years ago.
So Florida only did it. So at the point at which they started this study, Kentucky had already been doing this. Florida had passed the law in 2023. It went into effect July 1st of 2024. And so we've been dealing with this for about a year and a half now. And what makes it interesting, and I've talked to hundreds of family law lawyers in Florida, across from Miami all the way to Pensacola, and everybody is saying the same thing, that it's having the opposite effect for us. I'm in trial more now than I ever have been.
Oh, because of the change in law.
Because of the change in law.
Is it because men don't feel that they have to stay in the relationship because they won't get financially devastated automatically now? Is that what it is?
Well, and I think that I think that's a part of it, but I think there's also the shift that is happening where, and I don't mean to say it's always women, but statistically women were in a better position for kids and for support before. But they're still in the old mindset of this is what the law used to be. This is what my friends have talked about divorce. This is what they had happen to them. So there's now kind of this learning curve where people are taking what I would consider to be unreasonable positions without evidence or facts to suggest it. But the trial rates that I'm seeing from people, they used to be, the statistical average across the state was about 75%. And then our firm is about 85% would be settled cases. It's now almost down to like 65%, where more cases are going to trial almost than that are settling. And
so do they just feel that they can get a better deal in front of a judge than they can in mediation?
And I think that's what's happening, right?
Yeah,
People don't feel like I have to take this deal because the law is now more equal. And so, more people are willing to roll the dice and see how it goes. I don't know if we look at this 3 years from now, if we'll have the same data that Kentucky is having. But I think that overall, that's a good thing, right? Like where people aren't having disagreements over these types of issues because the law has finally started kind of balancing things out. And you take away the leverage, you take away the power, and then once you take those two things away, you're no longer having fights over these issues.
Yeah, and divorce, again, we've talked about this 100 times and how that, how the litigation in Florida for the longest time was so penal
really has been.
For males. And I know that, isn't it true that nationwide women file for divorce more frequently than men?
I've seen that, yeah, so I've seen the data that is more statistically probable that the wife will file for divorce or a woman will file for divorce.
And it's kind of weird that that's happening, considering that case that more women, and I wonder if more women kind of even say to themselves, maybe I should try to work this out, obviously for the well-being of the family, but there's not that automatic windfall of not only child support, but now alimony that could last for a damn lifetime, depending on how long you've been together. Now that that's out of the box, that, maybe I'll consider other options or...
Well, and I think another big change that has happened, which I think goes to your point, and I think has helped this a little bit, is we used to historically say, as long as you're not spending money on a girlfriend or a boyfriend, the court doesn't really care about an affair. Well, when the legislature changed the law 2 years ago, they changed it and they said, well, the courts now can consider an extramarital affair in making its determination of alimony. We didn't get a lot of guidance at what that means, but I do think that gives people enough ammunition to say, hey, if you're the wrongdoer in this relationship, you should be more reasonable. Don't just, bet it all on black and hope that it's going to work out okay, because you might lose bigger than you think.
Or maybe there should be a cap. I don't know how you would, subjectively, I don't know how you could do that. But if you were the one that were definitely caught, dead nuts cheating or whatever, and the other person had none of that in their history, that maybe there should be a cap for that. I don't know. It's kind of weird, though, because in cases where the female in the relationship, or maybe even the male, did not work, and the onus of earning money to run the household was on one, and running the household was on another, that's where most judges will consider that more 50-50 thing, because, the woman's job at that point in that household, or man's for that record, was to take care of the home, sacrificing their own ability to make money or having a career to do that.
So it's funny you say that, because I actually have a case right now. We've noticed it for trial. We don't have a trial date yet, but the man, they had 5 children. The man was a stay-at-home dad for the most part. He did some part-time work, some handyman work here and there, but the wife made the majority of the income during the marriage. She was the primary breadwinner. And so in our case, we've got a situation where the wife was having an extramarital affair with somebody she worked with. And so so we're arguing that the cap, because there's a cap on how alimony would be for my guy, 35%. We're asking for that. That's a circumstance where the court should consider giving him more money. He didn't ask for this divorce.
Right.
He didn't want his wife to run off with some other guy. I'm not going to say this in court, but this is the message we're trying to deliver. He didn't ask for any of this. And he shouldn't be penalized. And she's going to go move in with this guy, presumably, and her expenses are still going to be half because she's going to be splitting it with this other person.
And the other flaw in Florida law is if she doesn't marry that person, right? She gets no credit for that. The only way you lose your child support and alimony is if you remarry, right?
Well,
or is there a cohabitation kind of addendum to that?
Yeah. So it's the flip side. My guy's getting the alimony in this case. But yeah, so there is a remarriage terminates alimony, but if you're in a supportive relationship, again, another thing that's not well defined, I've argued it both ways, but if you're in a supportive relationship, that can be a basis for either modification or termination of alimony. So, you get divorced, you and I, you're getting alimony in this scenario, you and I shack up and I start paying some of your bills, Tori could come back and say, I don't want to have to pay him anymore.
Yeah. I mean, back in the day, I knew a situation like this with some friends that was that exact scenario, where the guy, they were divorced. They got divorced. She immediately kind of started, dating and moving in, or,
Right.
the idea of moving in with somebody. And I was like, wait a damn minute, hold on about that. And I was telling him, like, you should probably seek some professional advice for that, because I'm not sure. And he's like, I did. And as long as they don't get married, of course, this is back in like the mid 90s. If they don't get married, it doesn't matter. And I was like, that can't be right. I mean, because if she's being supported by someone just because they're not married, there has to be like a time limit. Maybe if she lives in the first, if you can show records that he's been supporting her financially for 6 months, maybe that'll apply. I don't know.
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head again. So one of the things that makes those cases really tough for the supportive relationship is, as soon as you say supportive relationship, we need to modify or terminate alimony, they say, oh, no, we broke up. It's weird. Very convenient. We just broke up.
Right, yeah.
So it becomes a proof element. So, I've got tips and tricks up my sleeve, but, one that's, fairly obvious. I think we've talked about it before. Hire a private investigator.
That's right.
Have them start taking those pictures, showing that the person's spending the night every night, 7 days a week.
Set a timeline.
Interviewing the neighbors, right? And saying, hey, I noticed this blue F-150's been in my driveway a bunch. Have you seen anybody getting in and out of that? Oh, yeah, there's this real tall, strapping guy.
Right, yeah.
And do you see him leave at night? No, it's there first thing when I get up in the morning, right? And then you start building that case, and then you're not just hitting them with, oh, it's a supportive relationship. Now you're also hitting them with some type of fraud argument, which is you're just trying to cover this up, and we've got the proof. Those cases are statistically very difficult because those games do exist. But and the problem with it is, in the way the case law has been read, is they say it has to be a permanent change in circumstances. So if the relationship ends, it's not really permanent, right?
Yeah, and it's permanent up to that point. I mean, if you've been in that house every night for 6 months and I take a picture of it and you go, well, it wasn't permanent. I'm like, well, it was permanent the whole time it was permanent up until now.
Right. And I've made that exact argument, right? Like, you could get remarried and you might only stay remarried for 2 months.
Right, yeah.
Doesn't mean permanent for the rest of your life.
How about, I have a friend who suspects that his ex went and got married, and he went to the states that he knew that she'd had relationships with. Is there any database that someone can go, because he believes she, went to another state, got married, so that it wouldn't interfere with her alimony from him?
So there's not one single database. There are some services that you could pay for through like private investigators and things like that, where they will go through some states, but some states still have paper records. Like, believe it or not, Tennessee.
I believe it. That was the easiest thing you said for me to believe today.
They don't have fax, and they don't have online marriage records.
What? Yeah.
And
strikes
so
1, 2, and 3.
You either have to send a person physically to the courthouse, have them physically make copies and bring them to you, or mail them to you, or they've got this other, where you can mail them a check type thing, but then you don't know if they got it because they don't call you and tell you they got it. It's a disaster.
How antiquated.
Hey, going back to your the settlements and the cases here. So you said that you've seen an increase here in cases that go to trial.
Right.
In those cases, do you think that the judge gave the same exact information or settlement that you would have gotten in mediation, or do you believe that it's been advantageous for these people to go to trial? Because we didn't really talk about that. I mean, going there is one thing.
Right.
Going there and getting what you want is a completely different thing. So
knock on. I've got 5 more trials this year, so I'm not saying this to jinx myself, but so far, knock on wood, every trial we've done, we got much better than the best offer that we got at mediation.
Really?
So far.
Really?
And it's not like that. Usually, you can't control the facts. You can't control the judge. They could have a bad day. And sometimes you just get a ruling that might be the right ruling. You just don't agree with it. So far this year, we're like batting 1,000. And I don't think that's ever happened in a single one calendar year for me.
So what kind of percentage is that? Like, let's say if you go to mediation and you have 100% expectation and you go, well, I'm willing to negotiate down to 75% of this, what I'm going in for,
Sure.
right? When you go into the judge, are you seeing that people are getting 85% of that expectation, 90% of that expectation?
Ooh, I don't know if I could come up with it. I'll give you kind of a paraphrased answer for the trial that I'm preparing for in like 2 weeks. And so the facts are, it's not an alimony case. They've got, relatively limited assets. about $200,000 in assets, including their house. Their child is aged out, so there's no child support. But if you talk to the wife and or her attorney, they want alimony.
Mm-hmm.
They want the entire sales proceeds from the house. They don't want 50%. They want 100%. They want him to pay her attorney's fees. And then they want this miscellaneous damages of like $18,000 because like he didn't replace the plumbing when she told him to replace the plumbing, which is not a lawsuit, by the way.
Right. That's a suggestion.
Right.
It's way different.
That's why you get divorced, because you guys don't agree on things. And so the way I'm looking at it, and I did the math just because this is a good example. I did the math for my client, and I'm going to do the same math for the court. The difference between what they want and what I think he's going to get is if they get everything they want, she gets like $280 something thousand, and he walks away with $438. And what we're going to be asking for is we're going to get like $160,000, and she's going to get like $150,000 or $45,000 or something like that.
Oh wow, that's a ridiculous change.
So it's a huge
it's
swing.
way different.
Huge
right.
swing. And so I feel pretty confident. And I tell everybody this. Like I sometimes I feel invincible in the courtroom, and I think I can win anything. But when I'm doing my trial prep, usually at this point, we've got our openings, we've got our closings, we've got our evidence, and we've already now started running mock trials in our office. I've compared this with other attorneys. We've got another one this Thursday, tomorrow. And I feel pretty good. Like nobody's been able to convince me I'm wrong. And these are other lawyers that I'm paying to try to prove me wrong, and they can't. So
wow, I love that.
I feel pretty strong about it. But that's the kind of stuff I'm telling you about. Like it shouldn't be that unreasonable.
Right.
Well,
And that actually even sounds almost easy to negotiate considering how lopsided that is. I know it's not, but when you consider how lopsided that is, it almost seems like any judge could look at that logically and say, well, this obviously isn't fair.
I know you're paying them to prove you wrong, but you're still paying them. Maybe it's like tennis with the boss.
They get more money if they beat me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they do.
That's a nice incentive.
Yeah. All right, that's TK Law, onefirmforlife.com. Offices right there in Altamont Springs. We'll do a little bit more with Ray at the end of the program. Deb, news?
Yeah, unfortunately, 3 officers are dead after a shooting in Pennsylvania. Closer to home, Seminole County Sheriff discusses a child porn investigation that turned into a shooting and how much money the Pop Mart CEO lost. We'll talk about that next during You Heard It Here First.
All right, let's take a little break. We'll come back and get Deb's news. Get the hell out of here on a Wednesday.
Our 2025 iHeartRadio Music Festival, live this Friday and Saturday from T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. Stream it only on Hulu and listen on iHeartRadio Friday and Saturday starting at 10:30 p.m. Sponsored locally by Rasmussen University.
From the Odoo.com Weather Center, Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
Hey everybody, Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Laurel Blanchard here with your Wednesday evening forecast. Seeing scattered showers and thunderstorms continuing to fire up through the rest of the evening, but slowly starting to calm down as we head through the early overnight hours. Speaking of the overnight hours, some areas across our region may even drop down into the 60s if you stayed dry today, but slowly starting to see the heat and humidity make its way back into the forecast, taking a look at the end of the work week and the weekend as we see our rain chances still staying on the higher side.
This report is sponsored by HCA Florida West Volusia Emergency. HCA Florida West Volusia Emergency in DeLand is now open. Visit HCAFloridaHealthcare.com to learn more. This emergency department is part of HCA Florida Lake Monroe Hospital. This is not an urgent care center. Its services are billed at hospital rates.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here from my friends over at Life Imaging FLA. So proud to endorse this company. Really, 100% proud. This was an immediate yes for me, and I'll tell you why. Because these guys save lives. This is real deal tech being used to make your life better by simply letting you know if you have a lurking problem with your heart. It really is that easy. And the reason why they take it so seriously is 1 in 3 people in this country will die of heart disease. And in some of those cases, the very first symptom that you'll experience is sudden death. In other words, you just simply die. But the cool thing is with Life Imaging FLA, you can look inside and see the issues way before they turn into major issues. Then you can go to your primary care doctor and build therapies and medications and plans to make sure that you're around for a very long time. That's what these guys are all about. Remember, there are no dyes. You do not take your clothes off. Matter of fact, this entire process that could save your life only takes a few minutes. So do what I did. Do what my wife did, my in-laws did. Call Life Imaging FLA. Get this free heart scan. Just a few minimum requirements. It is a $699 value. And while you're there, please ask about their cancer screening as well, because early detection does save lives. Here's how you make your appointment. Simply pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250, and say the keyword free heart scan. That's it. Pound 250. Say that keyword free heart scan. They will connect you in seconds. Guys, time to make that call and take control of your long-term health care. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto-dial text message from iHeartMedia.
Don't miss comedian, actor, and writer Sheng Wang coming to the Hard Rock Live Orlando February 1st, 2026.
I've been reading a book for a few weeks. I'm still at the preface. I always pack a book, when I'm on tour, afternoon at the beach, a picnic. I always bring a book. I just don't read it. I'm not well-read, but my books are well-traveled.
Sheng Wang, Hard Rock Live Orlando, February 1st. Tickets are on sale now.
If you're the victim of a car crash, never rush to settle with the insurance company, and never settle for just any attorney. Demand Anajar and Levine. Focus on getting better and let us take care of everything else. Our experienced team will get you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call me, Mark Anajar, at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733 for a free consultation. And take back control of your life.
In Office, Orlando.
Saturday, September 27th, take your shot at the $100,000 guaranteed prize pool in the fall cash out at Orange City Poker. This event features a $500 buy-in and $40,000 starting stack. Are you ready for the fall cash out? Spin to win big with Mega Money Wheel at Daytona Beach and Orange City Racing and Card Clubs. Friday, September 26th from 11 a.m. to midnight. Every 30 minutes, a lucky high hand wins $750 or gets a chance to spin the wheel for up to $2,000.
Stay high on life. Not on the road. Driving high will get you a DUI, and it could mean costly deductibles, higher insurance rates, jail time, and potentially your life. Don't put yourself and fellow drivers at risk.
A message from the Florida Department of Transportation.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. When we place our loved ones in a nursing home, we expect them to receive the best care. We meet with families who learn that their mothers and fathers, grandmothers and grandfathers have been terribly abused in nursing homes. Bed sores, malnutrition, broken bones, dehydration, and yes, even death. If you believe that a loved one has been abused or neglected while living in a nursing home, call us. The consultation is free.
Offices Orlando.
What's up, people? It's Russ Rollins from the Monsters. Teddy Morris's Daytona Harley-Davidson has your $89 oil change to get you all geared up and ready for Triketoberfest and Biketoberfest. October is packed with vendors and concerts. It's got custom bikes and miles of beautiful scenery. That's out in Daytona. The best part, the Monsters in the Morning, broadcasting live. That's right, all the action live Thursday, October the 16th with a live broadcast. No matter what you ride, we want to welcome you to Triketoberfest and Biketoberfest at Teddy Morris's Daytona Harley-Davidson. Let's ride.
Here's the tale of the daily Medfield. Same old pharmacy, same old bill, but those prices kept rising higher still.
Till the savings wrangler rode in, cool as can be. Tap Good RX, saving massively.
No plan? Don't matter none. Up to 80% off. The deals are done.
Discounts hitting harder than Ma's chili. Dang. That one little app does all the rest.
Save time and money on prescriptions.
Check Good RX. Good RX is not insurance.
Hey, this is Matt Jones.
I'm Drew Franklin.
And this is NFL Cover Zero. We're just here to try to give you an NFL perspective a little bit different.
Did you see the Colts pretzel? That was my other big takeaway from that game.
What was that? Oh, my. We think NFL coverage should be informative and entertaining. And twice a week, that is exactly what you're going to get. Open up your free iHeartRadio app, search NFL Cover Zero with Matt Jones and Drew Franklin, and listen now.
Need help navigating your will or trust? Visit onefirmforlife.com today for your free consultation.
Stay tuned to the Jim Colbert Show as we demonstrate our attitude of gratitude. Our thank you segment is sponsored by Life Imaging FLA. Now open. Call pound 250 keyword heart scan.
Our friends at TK Law want to remind us to look ahead, so that we will do on Real Radio tomorrow, a Thursday edition, and the Monsters with Russ, Angel, and Daisy Del Toro. Going to tear it up tomorrow on a Thursday edition of the Monsters. Make sure you tune in for that. And don't forget to look ahead with the team at TK Law. When it comes time to plan your family's future, start online just like I did. Visit onefirmforlife.com.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show, also available to watch at The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
You know, after 22 years of a great marriage, thinking about giving myself a new name. Uncle Tony Alimony. You got me? Okay, buddy, guys.
Yeah, I never want alimony in my nickname. God almighty. Wrote that check a bunch. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Welcome back. I'm Jim. Deb is here.
Hello.
So is Jack. Yo. Our buddy Ray Trenley dropped by on a Wednesday. Could not make it Monday. Always good seeing Ray. That's onefirmforlife.com. TK Law offices are right there in Altamont Springs, handling a bunch of different legal disciplines, whether it be a divorce, like we just talked about, estate planning, a trip and fall, car accident, any of those things can get you in a good position there. Get you some good advice.
We do our absolute best.
I know you do, brother. That's why we let you come in here. Because you do your absolute best, for sure. All right, Deb, let's do it. Let's do You Heard It Here First.
It's time for You Heard It Here First on The Jim Colbert Show.
At least 3 officers are dead after an officer-involved shooting in York County, Pennsylvania. 2 others are wounded. There are multiple reports the officers were serving a warrant when they were fired upon, and that one of the dead is the suspected gunman. The shooter is said to have died from a self-inflicted gunshot. Closer to home, a man under investigation for child pornography was shot and killed by Seminole County deputies this afternoon after he pulled a weapon from his waistband when confronted by deputies. That's according to Seminole County Sheriff Dennis Lima. The sheriff said that deputies were trying to serve an arrest warrant for 68-year-old Gary Guckenberger, who lived at the location, when he came out of his house on a walker and moved to the driveway, where he then took out a revolver from his waistband, started waving at deputies. He was shot at least 2 times and died in the driveway. The Florida Department of Law Enforcement will investigate the deputy-involved shooting. That's standard procedure.
Yeah, somebody said earlier on the texting service when they text about that that they thought it was like a suicide by cop scenario, that it looked like he was trying to be shot.
Well, Sheriff Lima described some of the images found on the cell phones and computers as saying it was some of the worst child abuse material, sex abuse material you'd seen. And if anyone knew what was on those devices, it was it was the man himself.
From ages 3 till 9.
Exactly.
The victims were ages 3 until 9.
Yeah. And the other description, save yourself.
Yeah.
Don't read about it.
Good riddance.
Finally, the founder of the Chinese company that makes the popular Labubu dolls is out how much money in less than a month?
Why?
Well, it's all because demand for the dolls is losing a little steam in China, sending share prices down.
10 million.
80 million.
50 million.
Guys are so cute. Try $6 billion.
Oh, my goodness.
In less than a month. Yep, less than a month. Don't feel too bad for him, though, because now Pop Mart International CEO Wang Ning is only worth $21.6 billion.
Oh, my God. I'm going to send him a Get Broke card. I hope he's okay.
And you heard it here first on The Jim Colbert Show.
Story just breaking. ABC Network pulls Jimmy Kimmel show indefinitely after comedian's remarks about Charlie Kirk's killer.
Wow.
And here we go.
Are you serious?
100%.
Wow, that's amazing.
I don't know what the remarks were, but there was some backlash, and Disney owns some stations, and then there's networks that own the affiliates. And
wow,
let me go search.
Wow, that's unbelievable.
Trending.
Yeah, and didn't Trump call that, right? Trump called that Kimmel would be next.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Deb, who do we have to thank today?
Oh, not only that, he's threatening to take away their broadcasting license.
Oh, yeah.
The ABC's broadcasting license. We want to thank the friendly attorney, Ray Trenley, TK Law, onefirmforlife.com. Also want to thank Daryl Payne of Pawfection Dog Training, Orlando Sentinel columnist Scott Maxwell, Ross Padgett from Good Sauce with Ross and Joel. If you miss Daryl, Scott, or Ross, you can get all of their podcasts at The Jim Colbert Show. And then last but never least, Sam Bowen and Candace Rich for running our YouTube chat.
Yeah, guys, thanks. Appreciate that very much. Jack, question of the day.
Have you purchased a greeting card in 2025? I'll cut the suspense. 51% say yes.
Oh, that's wow. I thought that's kind of low, actually. All right, again, that's onefirmforlife.com. Ray Trenley with TK Law. Good seeing you, Ray, as always.
Good to see you guys.
Have yourself a great week and a very successful week in court.
You guys have a great week, too.
All right, coming up tomorrow, we'll have Danny Meyering, we'll have Glenn Klausman, we'll have our buddy Ross Padgett, plus a bunch of other fun stuff as well. On behalf of Deb, Jack, and Ray, I'm Jim. We follow the News Junkie. They follow the Monsters of the Morning after us. It's Tom and Dan with the corporate time. Good Sauce. What the hell is Real Laughs with our buddies from Real Laughs. And, of course, we'll see you tomorrow at 3 for more of the Jim Colbert Show.
Yeah. If you missed any part of today's show, check out the Jim Colbert Show on demand. And for highlighted feature segments, listen to the Jim Colbert Show The Goods. Both are available for free on the iHeartRadio app.
A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan is coming up next on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Klausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Klausman Law. KlausmanLaw.com.
Heavy delays on the southbound turnpike going from the Beachline exit all the way down to US 192 because of an earlier accident. Westbound I-4 backs up from the Osceola Parkway over to the 429 exit.